Hello, hello.
We're here. We're alive.
We're alive.
We're live. Hello, everybody. We're just getting started here. We're doing a quick mic check. Can everybody hear me? Can everyone see me?
They say we hear you.
Yay! For those of you joining us on the live stream, whether it is on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, you can go ahead and drop a comment in that section, and hopefully we'll be able to answer it within the time span of the broadcast. We are joined by an amazing crew here that brings We're Alive to life every single week. Has been working tirelessly on some of the things we're going to talk about today. This is Victoria Chang next to me, our audio production manager, and behind me I have Gino Jang, who is on the keys, who's working the control boards and our live stream switcher right now, because we have a lot to bring you today, a lot to talk about, a lot to explore, and a lot of questions to answer. I know a lot of people are like, the end of We're Alive, what does that mean? So
It's a very dramatic title.
I know it's dramatic, but at the same time,
It's very apt.
It is. It
Yeah.
is very apt. So thank you all for joining us in this amazing ability to live stream to you direct to your phones. Should we get into it?
Let's give people a couple more minutes.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. We could open up our little chat to the fans and see our interaction rates. Let's do a little shout out questions to what is your favorite character in the series? And Gino, I know you're not on mic. I apologize for not getting you a mic. I should have done that. We could still do that, actually.
It's probably okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character, Casey? I know this is a loaded question,
It
being
is.
the creator.
I mean, I could even. I wonder if I could find their little minifig in here. Ah, yep, it's right. Actually, no, that was not the right one.
We've got a lot of Berts in the chat. Jeremy and CJ. Dot. I personally like Dot a lot as well, so...
It's so interesting. There's never been a character, I think, since I would say Pegs, who's more polarizing than Dot, because some people love her and some people not so much.
I'm a big Dot fan.
I am too. And her character goes. Some interesting things happen in season 2 of Descendants, which we'll talk about in a second. But here's my favorite. There is these are little minifigs. That is CJ. Actually, if Gina, if you want to go to camera, what is that? Camera 3. I'll show it off real quick for the big nice camera of our little robots here. You can't see her too well, but
She's got a little briefcase.
This is the president version of CJ.
You're blocking the light, Casey.
I am blocking it. There we go. All right. Hey, there you go. Anyway, so that is CJ, and she is my favorite character. Matter of fact, actually, a little weird caveat to that. Here you go, Gino. If you want to plug in a mic, you got one now. If I was going to have a daughter, she was going to be CJ. It was going to be Kc Jr., though, is the CJ in that. So, yeah. Didn't happen, though. Didn't happen. But I will say, though, my son's middle name is Nicholas.
Yeah, so you still got the reference in there.
It's still in there in a lot of ways. And the Nicholas part is because Lizzie names her son after her grandfather, and my wife is Blair, who played Lizzie, and her grandfather was Nicholas, and her other grandfather is what my son's real name is. So
Nice. Lots of family connections.
it is, because it made sense to kind of pull it from somewhere and give an homage, and it's fun too because we'll have family members who are like, "Oh, it's an homage to Grandpa Nick," and it's like, yeah, so they like that stuff.
I saw a comment that said, "So this is announcing the Lego movie We're Alive, right?"
Oh boy,
That would be amazing.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, as you may have noticed from all of the things that I have that is Lego-oriented on my feed, I'm a big Lego fan. I've really enjoyed it. I actually got into it a lot more ever since my hip surgery, and I was immobile for a while, and all I could do was, do stuff with my hands, and I got really into Technic, and that was why you saw those little dancing robots here in the beginning that are sorting balls for a great ball contraption. And
It's very satisfying to watch, I will say.
it's like it's a do nothing machine, but it's really like metaphoric, or not metaphoric, but relaxing. It's like that, just kind of calming nature of just you just watch it and it does it until it starts clogging like it did. And then you're like, oh no, there's balls going everywhere, and we probably lost a few behind the desk. But hey, that's okay.
It's okay. Well, it's
but
been
I would
a few
love.
minutes. So.
Well,
Oh.
I was gonna say it, but I would love the We're Alive Legos.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be
so fun.
really cool.
They're against having certain weapons, so we'd have to like the swords they get away with, and the crossbow would be fine, but any sort of gun, they were like no, so that'd be tricky. But they haven't really done any really great zombie sets, so
That's true.
I mean,
There's a chance.
I would love a little ink minifig. I have kind of a version of that, but it's not as good as what it could be. Anyway, enough of all that stuff. You're here to find out why we're here.
Exactly. So, Casey, why don't you go ahead and tell people, what does the end of We're Alive mean?
So the end of We're Alive essentially means that we are finishing the series. And we're finishing the series by closing out Descendants Seasons 2 and 3. And in order to do that, what we're doing is we're launching a Kickstarter campaign that's going to be able to essentially get us to the very end of the series, but also possibly give us a little extra boost here and there to do some special stuff as we approach the end to this 15-year saga that's been ongoing.
Yeah, 15 years and 7 seasons. How does that feel, Casey?
I added up the hours and minutes of one day, and I don't want to do it again. It was for every minute that you hear is in the series is so many hours of work, from the writing to the editing, and well, you and Gino know. I mean, the production side of this has been exhausting. And Descendants, the first season is what's the runtime? Is it 14 hours?
I think so. There's 12 chapters, and they're pretty long chapters.
The longest chapter I've ever written, I think, is in Descendants season 1. Actually, I think, is there one in season 2 that's super long too? There might be, but I
There's
think
some long ones in season 2. Yeah.
I think season 1 holds the record as the longest chapter so far. And that was actually your chapter, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Also, one of the most complicated ones, because you never want to split something right in the middle unless it's really a good dramatic beat. But
Yeah.
anyway, I digress. So we're bringing about seasons 2 and 3 with this Kickstarter campaign, and we also inside this campaign will be releasing something really fun.
You've probably heard Casey talk about it on social media if you follow us, but it's We're Alive Scouts Honor.
Yeah. We have been working on Scouts Honor since actually it began back in 2016, 2017 when we first went to the island. There's a YouTube video out there that shows us doing the initial research to figure out, what it is about Catalina that we could use as the elements of the storytelling and get that authentic note. It's also probably one of the more complicated productions we've ever done because, well, a couple things happened. Is we have a large cast of kids that are the center of the story, and it's so incredible. Matter of fact, we have somebody who might give us a little bit of some more insight. Are they by chance here?
They're here.
All right. We're going to throw on some headsets now, and we're going to be joined live
Very
by...
cool, Casey. I can't hear anything through the headsets.
Oh, you can't hear anything through the headsets?
But maybe that'll change once Alisa joins.
Yeah, let's see.
Real quick, before we bring Alisa in conjunction, like tying in with the Kickstarter info that we're giving, there is a pre-sign-up page that's live now, if Gino can drop the link. But if you sign up for the Kickstarter, it'll notify you as soon as the campaign goes live, and we can't say the exact date it's going to go live, but it is going to happen within the next month, so early March. So I would sign up as soon as possible if you want to be the first to get access to exclusive rewards and add-ons and stuff like that.
Yeah, we will be telling you more about it along the ways, but don't go anywhere just yet because we do have a little bit of a sneak preview of Scouts Honor coming up. So keep that in mind. All right, let's bring Alisa in. Let's see if this works.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hey, it's working great. How you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you? I'm so excited.
Yes, we can finally tell everyone about the thing that we've been working on forever.
Forever. Labor of love. This has truly been an epic labor of love.
It's when did I mean, I don't mean to put you on the spot. Do you remember when we started going through all this and
Gosh,
working on Scouts
it
together?
was before the pandemic, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's such a long time.
It has been. And it's with all of our productions, we've always had some bumps along the way. And it's especially a story like this, it's so hard to get right because I mean, the kids, the island, the story, like the adventure. I've been describing people that it's basically the Lord of the Flies meets the We're Alive world.
Yes.
And it's such a fun thing.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun.
What I'm curious, what coming onto the project, was there something that drew you into it that made you like really want to do this?
Well, besides the obvious fact of working with you and doing more We're Alive, as I have an just infinite love for the world, the series, and everyone who works on it. Besides all that, when Kc told me about this, you did pitch it to me as We're Alive meets Lord of the Flies. I was instantly in because my passion is kids, family, young adult, and this sort of brings those two worlds together. And I just thought, we've seen just a glimpse of what happened to the kids during the outbreak throughout the series, with some characters here and there, but not a lot. And this really focuses on what happens to the kids and how they deal with this event in similar ways to adults in very different ways.
Yeah.
So I just thought the idea was really compelling right from the beginning.
And it's been really, I mean, the complicated part about this too is writing for kids. I mean, that was something that you and I worked with a lot of, because we both have kids.
Yes.
You outnumber me 2-1, but but just having that knowledge of how kids talk and communicate, but also, try to still make it compelling and not, because you don't want to make it just, these kids got to be really good enunciators. I don't know if that's the right word for it.
Communicators. Well, let's just say the kids that are even able to survive in a zombie apocalypse have to be exceptional in their own ways,
That's
so
true.
to speak. So just that fact makes them more compelling to listen to.
They've had that maturity factor.
Yeah.
Well, we have something real special. I mean, we're going to play this maybe a couple times in our live stream broadcast. We're not going to release it in any other place except the live stream until maybe tomorrow. But let's go ahead and cue up our little teaser for We're Alive Scouts Honor. So here we go.
Wayland Productions presents.
The last ferry to Catalina will be leaving in 10 minutes.
First time?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a big summer for you.
Just think of it as a rite of passage.
Scouts, venture home!
Something's going on in Avalon. It's not just a drill. You need to get everyone ready.
Do you hear that?
Everyone go!
Get out of the way!
Run!
It's an outbreak. The sick are attacking.
Boys, run!
He did what he had to do. We're doing what we have to do now. What we really need is to get off this island.
Scout rule number 10. Never leave a scout behind.
Go up the head and straight for Go, 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 come on! Ah! Camp was supposed to be fun!
We're Alive. Scouts Honor. Coming soon to all podcast channels.
Chills.
Oh, I love that trailer. This is the teaser. We're gonna have a full trailer later. But a quick shout out to Tim Mulhern for putting this together. And yeah, chills. Like I mean, I've heard it so many times, and I'm
Me
still
too.
get goosebumps.
I do too. I literally do have goosebumps. I'm not just saying that. And I've also heard it numerous times.
The whole series, I maybe I haven't said it here, but honestly, it's probably the best thing I've ever made in terms of all the projects I've had in the past. This is by far and away, I think, our lightning in a bottle. This one, it's such an incredible story, and also it's such a great way for people who may not be fully familiar with the We're Alive world to dive in and start with a new story. They don't have to have any existing knowledge of our world, but it will expose them to what it is that is this thing that we've been creating for so long.
Yeah, that's a good point, because this is the first one you really can just jump in on without having heard another minute of We're Alive. And then, of course, you'll get addicted and go back and listen from the beginning. But yeah, when this releases, feel free to jump in, and tell your friends to as well, because they don't have to have 15 years of previous listening content under their belt to get what's happening here.
Yeah, and bar none, the music, the performances, just everything is so synchronous. It's just one of the highlights, I think, that we'll have in the We're Alive world. It's just so fun. And I'm sure that, I mean, I can see the little comments now. When is this coming out? Well, here's the cool part about this is with our Kickstarter campaign, if we hit a certain
funding goal,
yeah, then we'll be able to release it during the campaign, or start the release. That is, it's going to be an 8-chapter epic, and we'll be doing the weekly release of each chapter as it goes on, and it's a 6.5-hour program. So we've been working on it already for a long time, and we're just about done.
And it sounds awesome.
Oh, yes.
All the music is just incredible.
And we want to also thank those of you who are fans that are out there that may have lended us your kids' voices a bit. We had a little fan submission on our We're Alive Fancast page. And if anybody wants to join it on Facebook, we have a really fun fan group that is talking about the series all the time. It's a great little community of fans that interact and give theories, and we're on there also talking back to them when people have questions, and it's a nice way of staying up to date on the series, especially because social media sometimes will give you slow updates on certain things, but that way you definitely make sure you're in tune with all the happenings behind We're Alive. So yeah. Just curious, Alisa, any special moments you want to share from this upcoming series that won't spoil anything, that are some of the things that you just love?
Yes. Well, I have to say, and Kc, you touched on this, that the kids, this centers around kids, real kids, and we cast, for the most part, real kids to play these roles.
Except the fake ones. We have a couple props,
Yeah, of course. Fake kids. But after we cast them, when we first got everybody into the room, which was, touchy because the pandemic was still, COVID was still going on.
Yeah, we recorded in 2021. So 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago. And
wow, that was a long time ago.
I don't even it doesn't feel, it feels like it and it doesn't feel like it at the same time.
All the kids have kind of grown up a little bit.
They have. But I have to tell you, when we first heard them all together acting in the room together, it like Kc said, it was lightning in a bottle. I mean, these kids are incredible. We cannot wait for you to listen and hear them. And, I think without, giving any specifics, because obviously no spoilers, when the action starts to happen, I think that's when everybody's mind will be blown listening to this. Yeah.
Because sound design wise, the first chapter was probably I think one of the most complicated sound designs we've ever had to do, because it's it's a camp full of kids. We, in order to do that, we had to cast a lot of extra kids that were not just the leads, to bring in their voices into the recording studio. We have some that were the remotes of fans, but also we got some on the island as well, inside the real camp that exists. Actually, I'm sporting this shirt. This is not one of our shirts. We will be making our own shirts that we will be talking about maybe a little bit later in the broadcast. But the Camp Emerald Bay is a real camp that is on the island, and doing the research and going to these places was really a lot of fun, because you get to see the real places that take place in the story. And yeah, it was truly just a moving experience. And I love Catalina. I really do. It's a place that most Californians don't even know about, so you kind of get to live through it. So the first episode, obviously. Who's your favorite character in it? I'm just curious, Alisa. I mean, that may put you on the spot, but hey,
Oh my gosh.
It's hard to choose.
I know.
It's so hard to choose, because every single character, I have a favorite moment with every character. I think that's why it's really hard to pick and choose. I will say I have a favorite episode.
Ooh,
okay. That's probably safer. Let's go with that one.
Yeah, I have a favorite episode. My favorite episode is episode 4.
Oh,
yeah,
it's my favorite. Since the writing of it, it's always been my favorite, and I feel like if you guys know me and my background, you'll know why when you listen.
Yeah, episode 4 is also one of my favorites too, because like, we spent a lot of time on the island with the characters and what they go through, and their journey is so interesting, and we tried to go for that, like, authentic nature to it. I'm trying not to spoil too much.
Yeah, I know it's hard, but I think that's well put. I think when the audience listens to episode 4, they'll see what we mean.
Yeah, so we're super excited to bring it to you. If we reach our goal in a certain amount of time, we're gonna put it on the docket to release within the campaign, and it's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. We're super excited about it, and so
yay!
So we still have Descendants seasons 2 and 3, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But I just want to give you that little preview for Scouts. And thank you again, Alisa, for jumping in with us. Real quickly, I know you have another zombie thing you're doing that I'd love you to shout out about.
Oh, well, thank you. So I wrote a book, and it's outside my usual wheelhouse, because I tend to write for screen, audio, television, that kind of stuff. But it's a graphic novel, and of course, the first graphic novel I wanted to release had to be about zombies, because Kc, how many years ago, Kc? 15 years ago, maybe?
2009 is when we first, when you emailed in your audition.
I did. And
way back then.
And from that point, Kc has inspired my love of zombies. And so I wrote this graphic novel for middle grade, which is ages 7 to 11. And it really sort of touches on the genre as a whole, as well as being a family-friendly read for, kids and adults alike. But there may be a We're Alive shout out in the book.
Ooh, exciting.
I have my advanced copy I need to read still. I haven't got to it yet, but I'm excited
too. But yeah, it comes out in May. You can pre-order it via ZachVersus.com. It'll be the first in a series all about Zach and his friends. And I hope you guys like it. And the one thing is that it is, so if you're a We're Alive fan and you have kids and you've always wanted them to listen to We're Alive, but it's like not quite age appropriate yet, they can start with the book.
Yeah, it's a good starter into the zombie world.
Exactly.
But well, thank you so much. And again, actually, real quick, I also want to give another shout out of a thanks for so much of your support over the series, because many of you may not know, but Alisa actually works with me a lot on the other scripts as well, with We're Alive Descendants and the original series, and just has been such a huge supporter and help to me over the years in the show. So,
Well, I have to say it's my ultimate pleasure. This is like all time one of my top favorite things I've ever done in my writing, acting, voiceover, everything career. Not only is the content amazing, Casey, Victoria, Gino, literally everyone involved, but not what their work is amazing, but also as people, they're just the best.
Aw,
thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.
It's my pleasure.
You're awesome. We love working with you.
You're awesome.
Well,
all right.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll let you run, and we'll get back to telling more about this campaign. But thank you for jumping in. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Of course. Bye. I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye.
I'm seeing in the chat that a lot of people are just now kind of joining us.
They're now jumping in, so yeah.
As a reminder, what we've announced is we are running a Kickstarter for Descendants Season 2 and 3. Scout's Honor will be released in conjunction with the campaign if we hit a certain funding goal, and our pre-sign-up page is now live. So if you search We're Alive on Kickstarter.com, or we're also going to drop a link in the comments, you can go there to sign up, and you'll be the first to get notified as soon as the campaign goes live early next month.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a lot of really fun rewards. We can actually talk a little bit about that now, really quickly. If those of you are jumping in, we also did announce that during the campaign, if we hit certain of our goals in time, we're going to release Scout's Honor, which is our next iteration of We're Alive. So while you're waiting for the next season of Descendants, you'll have something to keep you occupied in the meantime, and really it's quite amazing. You're gonna love the story, and we are nearing completion now. It's been, let's see here, 2017 is 7 years in the making for that one.
It takes a long time to make these shows.
It does. And even Descendants, like season 2 Descendants is written. We have recorded some pieces of it already, but it's still it took about a year to write that entire second season, and that's all been written, and it's we're just waiting to get started with some certain aspects of it and to get the recording process going. And that's why we are opening up this campaign, because why we're doing a campaign is frankly, we want to make sure that we can compensate everyone for their time, bring in everybody, get the acting base, get really great custom scores and music, and all those elements end up costing a fair amount. And we have a lot of really great supporters on Patreon and such. Just the cost of these next couple seasons, because it's pretty big. Like the first season of Descendants was 14 hours. You can imagine how much that takes from editors and just the labor involved to create a series like that, and also to do it the standard in which you're used to. So that's our goal with this. But Victoria, do you want to talk a little bit about like some of the things that we're gonna offer to the fans for helping make this happen?
So as part of the Kickstarter, we've got a lot of exciting, first of all, add-ons. So these are exclusive merchandise that you'll be able to add on to your pledge in order to support us, but you also get some really cool stuff in return. We're also going to have some really exciting stretch goals. So if we hit our funding goal early, there will be more stretch goals that will allow us to make even cooler stuff, behind the scenes content or additional lore, or even maybe a We're Alive musical.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I don't know what that means, but
I mean, I don't know. That's kind of heavy, but
we'll talk more about that. And then we'll also obviously have rewards that go in conjunction with the various tiers that we're gonna have. We can't reveal too much about it yet, but as a sneak preview, some of the rewards might be like digital scripts, signed scripts by Kc. Soundtrack downloads. Our amazing composer Robert Mai has been working tirelessly on the Scout's Honor soundtrack, and I might be a little biased, but I think the Scout's Honor soundtrack is probably my favorite of all the scores that we've worked with Robert on.
It's really
It's
good.
just so good. Sometimes I'll just be at home and I'll have the songs stuck in my
chills
head.
again, just
'Cause
thinking
it's just
of,
so good.
There's that in the full trailer. There's this like little violin part.
Yeah.
Where we actually had someone playing the violin in the studio recording, and it's so good.
Yeah. It's just so fantastic. So if you want some exclusive soundtrack downloads, that would be a great reward for you. We also have things like a Zoom session with Kc, where you get to just have some one-on-one chat time with Kc and ask him all of your burning We're Alive questions.
Or we can just talk about, I don't know,
Legos.
life. Or Legos, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever is on your plate, we'll be able to talk about. And you know, we are constantly thinking about new little things to add on too. Some physical stuff, including some add-ons, like, I don't know, maybe a T-shirt or
some dice.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Some
D&D
custom dice that
Yeah.
have maybe some stuff on the dice that's indicative to the series. What else would be another good one?
You know, like, they play cards a lot
They
in We're Alive, so
do.
maybe a custom playing card set would be really cool to have.
That would be really fun if all of a sudden we have a special deck of cards that was made specifically for the series. Because, I mean, I'll be honest, I love playing Tien Lin. It's in the series a couple times because of it. Weirdly enough, the playing cards are very much has some themes of the series, and that as if you have a deck of cards, it gives you, they really have infinite possibilities of what you can do with it.
Yeah.
And that's sort of a theme for the series is you can, whatever hand you're given, it's how you play the cards, essentially.
I also gotta say, it's really fun to do Foley for those scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get that really satisfying, like, sound of putting down the cards or shuffling cards.
Or even the gambling, like the chips. Like,
Yeah.
Like, there's something about the sound of little poker chips of, like, that they're probably, it seems like they're made a certain way to give you that little, ooh.
Yeah. I think it says so much about character, or, like, you can add so much about the character when you're doing the Foley. Because, like, in the scene with Bert and the boar playing Tien Lin, it was like, when are they going to set down the cards compared to when they're, like, saying something they're actually revealing their cards. So it was fun.
That's one of the cool things about the series is like getting to do those moments of sound design where you get to connect the audio with the characters, and that's something that we spend a lot of time doing that, like the custom Foley, and one of the main reasons why the series is you know more costlier to make is because it takes a lot of time to do that Foley. Like with Scouts Honor, I can't tell you how many miles we've already walked in backpacks or in dirt, or just to, I mean, they're it's not much of a spoiler, but they gotta tread some ground in the story, and walking on those dirt paths. I mean, you can just, if you really wanted to go with a sound effects library, yeah, but why don't you'd want something that's a little bit more custom for the kids, and especially if they're running from zombies, which, I mean, they tend to happen.
Yeah.
Happens a lot.
In a series about zombies.
Go figure. Go figure. Well, for those of you who are joining us a little late, I think it might be a good little thing to actually maybe play the teaser again.
Yeah, if you missed the teaser trailer, don't worry. We're still going to be playing it a couple times throughout the live stream. So let's play it one more time.
Yeah, here we go.
Wayland Productions presents
The last ferry to Catalina will be leaving in 10 minutes.
First time?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a big summer for you.
Just think of it as a rite of passage.
Scouts, venture home!
Something's going on in Avalon. It's not just a drill. You need to get everyone ready.
Do you hear that?
Everyone, move!
Get out of the way!
It's an outbreak. The sick are attacking.
Please, run!
He did what he had to do. We're doing what we have to do now. What we really need is to get off this island.
Scout rules of attack! Never leave a scout behind!
We're going to head straight for us! Go, go, go! Go! Go on! Ah! Camp was supposed to be fun!
We're Alive. Scouts Honor. Coming soon to all podcast channels.
Hey, I still love it. I mean,
so good.
I can hear it a couple times. Let's do no.
Well, the rest of the live stream will just be us playing the trailer over and over again.
For those of you who missed it, it's really a lot of fun. You get to focus and get to hear a bit of the characters and how good they are. Because like I was reading, I was on Reddit the other day. For those of you who don't know, we do have a We're Live subreddit. This wasn't a topic in our thread, but there was one I was reading where it's like the person who's like, I really don't like it when they include kids in audio dramas because it always sounds so stiff or it doesn't feel real or, you know, the sound quality doesn't match what they're going for. And I'm just like, just you wait. You may feel that now, but until you hear when it's really good, as that's when the difference is made. Because
yeah,
I mean,
those kids like brought 100% to the recording.
They were better than some adults I've directed for sure. Like, because I think part of the thing about being a kid and acting is you get to play in your imagination. It's playing make-believe. And yes, you got to push the extremes and you want to hit certain emotional beats, so it's a little harder. But I feel like adults, after a certain while, we forget how to play make-believe. Like we just can't disappear in there. And I think that's actually something that that adults forget after a while. And that's something that, especially as a storyteller and being able to hear voices in your head as you're writing them and things like that, that's something that like is easier to do if you've never let it go. So maybe that's why I still play Legos. It's
good to embrace your inner child.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta have some fantasy elements and know what it's like to be a kid. And that's some of the thematic stuff that's coming in Scout's Honor. It's so good. I mean, you gotta hear me say it over and over again, but yes. So if we hit our first, if we hit that tier that we really want to or goal, we'll be able to release the series starting within the campaign, and it'll be an 8-week release with each chapter. Each chapter is roughly about 45 minutes to an hour ish each one, totaling for about 6.5 hours for the entire program. So yeah, it's an epic journey from beginning to end, and some really complicated moments in there that I can't wait to have the audience listen to.
Yeah, I was just thinking back to recording with the kids, and I think another thing that was cool was for this series, we actually got to record a lot of it in order.
Yeah, this was actually exactly in order.
Yeah.
We didn't bounce around at all.
I think maybe like a couple small moments where we had to bounce around, but for the most part, I think it was to help the kids kind of like when they started recording, they didn't know each other very well. So it had that natural chemistry of getting to know each other, becoming friends for the first time. And then by the end of recording, you could really tell that like they'd formed real connections just like the kids do in the series. And so I think that like shows in their performance as well.
Oh yeah, like it gets and also it works really well because it gets more intense as they go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the amount that they have to give by that last chapter is just a whole lot. And you'll get to hear all about it. But weirdly enough, actually, that technique I kind of stole from Spielberg, from E.T. Because in E.T., one of the things that Spielberg did was he had the kids record in order so that they were able to connect to the scenes a little bit better in the order in which, in the emotions that they're feeling, because it felt real. It also helps us as the production side as well be able to stay in the mode and know exactly where we are in our emotional journey with them. Gina, would you mind pushing that door a little? Shut. We have some gardeners in the background, so just want to. Yep, there we go. A little bit better there. Good old sound interference that we have to deal with all the time, which is why we have a great sound design team and noise reduction to really get rid of that stuff that you end up having to deal with, because there's no planes on the island after a certain point, and so you got to make sure all those things go away.
Yeah.
Especially no gardeners in Catalina. I mean, maybe in some areas, but anyway.
Yeah.
So our Kickstarter campaign is going to be focused on seasons 2 and 3 of Descendants, which we should probably talk a little bit about now, just to kind of give you an idea of where the story is going. Now we will be, when we launch our campaign and it goes live, we will be doing another live stream like this. There will be some really fun interactive elements of that that may be previewed towards the end of this broadcast, because we're gonna be here for a little bit to kind of give you this idea of what it is that is the series. But season 2 and 3 of Descendants is essentially going to be the end of We're Alive. Everyone's like, "Oh, the end of We're Alive. What does that mean?" Well, literally, it is the end of the series. It will come to a conclusion at the end of Descendants. This has been my plan for a long time. When we did the live event back in 2014 for the original Story of Survival, when I was up there on stage, maybe some of our fans that are in the live stream may have actually been there. I talked about the side stories, and those were the ones that were coming up next. It was Lockdown, Gold Rush, and this one, Scout's Honor. I believe I wanted to do Scout's Honor sooner than Gold Rush, but it just took a while for that one to get off the ground, and Gold Rush ended up coming up before then. But it doesn't matter in that way. Those side stories were all a setup to get us into Descendants. They plant the seeds that will end up being able to do this continuation of the story and the ultimate conclusion now at the end.
I think some people were asking where Scout's Honor falls chronologically in the timeline, because we've had Lockdown and Gold Rush, which fall in between the Story of Survival seasons.
Yeah.
So where does Scout's Honor fall?
So Scout's Honor actually starts when it all began.
On the day of the outbreak.
On the day of the outbreak, May 8th, 2009. And it was interesting to think of like, oh, we are recording in the booth in 2021 for something that took place in 2009. So it was like really, it's like almost like the 80s in a way. It's like it's retro. Like what was it like back then? We barely had, we didn't have very advanced cell phones. The iPhone had come out barely. It was not very, very prominent at the time. There was like no Androids. The technology was really interesting in that time period. So we had to be careful actually not to mention certain things of like, there was like Facebook. There wasn't Instagram, I don't believe. And so some of the background walla were like, oh yeah, you can't say that. That didn't exist yet. Yep. We still had iPods and stuff. So
yeah,
keep in mind. So we go back to the very beginning with Scout's Honor, way back to 2009.
Yeah, which is again why this is such a good series for new listeners who haven't listened to any We're Alive before to jump in for the first time, because you can learn about the outbreak and the infection just as the kids are learning about it.
Yeah, it's definitely for those who've been trying to get a family member or somebody to listen in. It's definitely one of those things where it's like, okay, let's come in to this one and then we'll backfill, because interestingly enough too, I think the original series is really good, but also we have learned so much along the way. And when we first started, we didn't have custom scores. Like we were still learning about some of the processes of Foley that can really enhance a scene. And now we're good at that stuff. Like we know we have it down pat. We know noise reduction. Like listening to older broadcasts, I'm like, is that a plosive? Is that a click? we could fix that now. Should we do that? Should we take out that Gardner? Is that a thing that we should do? Yeah, we could probably do that. So it's kind of cool in that regard. But back to Descendants. So the second season is all written. I believe it's about 835 pages long, which is one of our longest seasons to date. And it is a tough season, because the end of season 1 of Descendants, they're about to, I'm not going to spoil too much, but they're going into the next chapter of the story that's going to be able to reveal a whole lot that hasn't been able to be revealed yet in the story. There have been budding questions that people have said, like, oh, when are we going to know about this? Or there's this, what about this thing you've been talking about for a while? Why haven't we heard anything about that? And all that stuff is going to come about in the series, because they're finally going to be able to get to that part in the story. I just realized I had that on for...
It's okay.
very
It's so
long
you
time.
could listen to the trailer again and again.
It's true. You know what's funny about that though? I actually feel pretty comfortable in headsets. I'm like, it's so naked out here. My ears, they're so free. You spend a lot of time in headsets in the booth, listening to the performers and everything, and yeah. And for those of you who are joining us, welcome to the Kickstarter announcement. For those of you who are interested in the campaign, please go to our pre-sign-up page at Kickstarter. And how can they get there?
You can search We're Alive on Kickstarter.com, or we have a pinned comment in the live stream that will lead you, that has a link directly to the pre-sign-up page.
Yeah, so be sure to go there to follow the series for updates. The more followers that we have on the Kickstarter page, it does help us in the process of doing the Kickstarter. And for those of you who may not be able to support in any sort of tiers, there is the opportunity of just sharing it with people who might.
Yeah, sharing is also super helpful for us.
Yeah, it's sharing is caring in this world, especially since we are a small independent company who has to sometimes live stream within neighborhoods with lawnmowers and things, and hopefully that won't be too obtrusive.
I think it's okay. Do we want to do a little Q&A segment?
Yeah,
Let's open up the chat. So if you have any questions, drop them in the chat, and we will answer them.
Best to our ability.
Yes, as much as we can. About
Season 2, about Season 3, about the Kickstarter in general, about Scouts Honor. It's going to be a lot of fun. Should we answer when we're looking to release Descendants?
I think more information will be revealed during the Kickstarter. Yeah.
We'll tell you more about that. We want to save a couple things for the launch.
Yeah.
So you have some preface for that. One of the nice things is we were orchestrating the launch of Scouts Honor to be around our Kickstarter, so that way those of you who want to help us keep push the series forward, you're going to be able to listen to something new from us that will definitely tide you over until our release coming up.
All right, let's see. Here's an interesting one. What gave you the idea for Cole? He's so different from every other infected.
This is a loaded one because I'm like, how do I explain it in some ways? And also not reveal too much at the same time. The Cole is sort of the next evolution of the infected in a way. And in the original story, we had Ink. Ink was our big baddie with the tattoos all over his face, and he was human to begin with. Cole really was never human. It wasn't really brought up in any sort of culture or world, and didn't really know about that. And so having someone to sort of dance around a little bit, but say quote unquote Ink's abilities in a way, or at least to the degree of the capabilities of Ink, but pure infected. Like that's somebody who's the next generation of infected. And I really love that idea of the storytelling of sort of, well, as our characters are growing up in this world, so are the infected, and they are learning about it as well. And so that's a bit of the story. A little bit, some of the elements there that we'll be exploring in the next seasons and answering some of those questions of the whys.
Great response.
I did it.
You're in the clear.
And there was also another question of like what Cole's skin kind of looks like. And it's you mind Googling this? I think it's the color of his skin is actually one like the blackest substance. Like it's called, is it venti black, something like that? What's the name?
Vanta black?
That's it, Vanta black. Which is sort of like, it's so dark that it almost looks like it absorbs light. I just love the idea of an infected that skin is so dark you can almost not even see it within the background, or it looks like it almost draws the light out of a room.
Yeah, that's why in Chapter 2, when the black cats are getting attacked, they have no idea what's even attacking them.
Yeah, they can't see it.
It's so dark.
It's
and he blends in. He's like camouflaged.
It's the black cats against Cole.
Yeah.
All right. What else? What else would you like to know, fans? Throw your questions out there.
Can you see my starred comments?
No.
No. Or you can just tell us some.
If you want to just pop
yeah.
one up on the screen, we can look at it. What's your favorite Lego set?
Ooh, I would say my favorite was the Shipwreck one. Was it Shipwreck Bay? That was such an incredible set. I think I actually have the ship somewhere around here still, way back there in the corner. I have, yeah, that was a really, really fun one. I enjoyed that. Yeah, that's it. The Shipwreck Bay. That was a really, really fun one. One of these days, I'm actually going to throw up. Last Christmas, I had some time off, and I actually did the entire set for the office. Not the Lego set per se, that's part of it, but I did the actual entire office set, including the annex, all the extra characters. That was a really fun one. So that wasn't an actual set, but that was one that I made.
Very fun.
I like making custom ones. I did the Wall-E crawler. I'll show all these later. People actually.
All right, what else we got?
Next up.
Is Scout's Honor going to be on the main feed?
So that's a really great question. We will be putting the first episode up there, I believe is the plan. Will then direct to its own feed and be a standalone feed for that one. The reason why being that we want to make sure that fans are able to, new fans are able to come on board. There's something about the way that podcast metrics work for newer shows. That they can promote them a little bit easier. Also, that way the show is not buried 167 episodes in to get to the very beginning of Scout's Honor. And we won't be changing the logo of the podcast to Scout's Honor for the We're Live feed, but the We're Live Scouts feed will.
Yeah.
So that's the thought behind it. Yeah. And there was another question that I saw back there is how many chapters is We're Live Scouts Honor? And it will be 8 chapters. There will be some parts of certain chapters, but our plan is that we will release 1 chapter a week, meaning that if it's a 2-parter, the same parts 1 and 2 of that chapter will be released on the feed.
Yeah. So if you're someone who likes to get that cliffhanger in the middle, and then if you don't have time to listen to the next one until another day, you can still do that. Or if you just want to listen to the whole thing all on the same day, it'll be there for you.
Yeah, it'll be about 45 minutes a week at least for you to enjoy the series. And it's going to be a ride. It is going to be a ride. Whew. Yeah. It's interesting too because with Scout's Honor, this is a project also that lends itself to the audio medium because there's certain things that we do in the series that if you were to see visually probably would be a little difficult. You may not be able to do that. So it's edgy in that sort of way and a bit more realistic because one of the questions I've gotten from We're Alive is like, where are all the kids? Well, yeah.
Very sad.
Yes.
I think someone asked, when is Descendants Season 1 coming to Audible?
Oh, you know what's funny about that? That's actually going to be February 27th.
Yeah. I think we've already announced it.
Yeah, we have announced it. So the first season of Descendants, all 14 hours are coming to Audible. And actually, we did a really cool thing with that. So there was some feedback that we got from the Gold Rush release where we played the theme song over and over and over again with each chapter. And somebody was like, you know what, I don't really like that. You know, I don't want to hear the intro every single chapter. So we actually didn't do that with Descendants. We made some interesting special starts to the chapters that I think are pretty unique that will lead you right into the episodes a little bit more seamlessly instead of it being more of the narrative interrupted style. So yeah. I think it's great.
Yeah, it'll be really great, like a great way to listen to the whole series all the way through. No ads, no episode breaks, just one chapter to the next.
Yeah. The series is, I'd say, mostly the same. There are a couple little tweaks that we did for the timing of taking out the episode breaks and the like those mid rolls and things. So it is slightly different, but for the most part, there. I mean, I may have added 1 or 2 sound effects here or there, but nothing crazy. But I don't know. Maybe you can find out what's different. If someone wants to go through all 14 hours and tell me.
Well, now you're opening people to like hyper analyzing the episodes.
I don't mind it. I mean, we have some fans that really love doing that. So, I mean.
All right, so we got some other
stuff. All right, what do we got? What's next? Oh, it flashed on the screen there. From Jacoby J6 on Instagram, would you consider doing a spin-off of Tanya during her adventures of discovering all the infected? Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty fun. We actually do have one of our stretch goals kind of around that, if you want to talk a little bit.
Brief teaser. One of our stretch goals will be our Tanya Tink Infected Field Guide journal recordings. So if you are one of our patrons, we do have some of Tanya Tink's journals written out and sort of like with her sketches and her journal entries on Patreon. But we're going to take those and we'll bring in the voice actress for Tanya and she'll record those journals. So you'll get to actually like listen to them, maybe almost like an audiobook of sorts.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be really cool.
Yeah, I think there is we may talk about maybe doing a couple special ones with that too. That'd be kind of fun. And I mean, I'm going to just throw this out there too. If anybody has ideas that they would like to see in stretch goals or rewards, rewards are tricky because we can't really add them in the campaign. But if you have any ideas, feel free to send them to podcasts@waylandproductions.com. Just, it might be nice to open it up to consideration of other things that we may not have thought about.
Just a heads up, if you are watching the live stream on Instagram, we have like a 1 hour limit. So in the next 5 minutes, the stream might cut off for you. If that's the case and you still want to keep listening, don't worry. You can find us on YouTube and Facebook. We're also live streaming there. It's just Instagram that has the 1 hour cap.
Yep, the 1 hour limit. And actually what we'll be doing, just to tell you what's coming up in our live stream, we'll probably play the teaser trailer at least one more time. It's only 60 seconds, but one thing I will say that we're going to be doing is with our Kickstarter campaign, we are working on a Minecraft server for fans that they can join in and we can play together in the ruins of a city. Gino and I will be playing it today as sort of testing it out a little bit. There are still some pieces to figure out. We have some questions we'll ask the fans directly, but I'd love to see in the chat if anybody here is a Minecraft fan and loves playing Minecraft or would be interested in something like that. Let us know, because for those who back us, we will be giving out the details to the server so you can actually join us in on that day. Join in on us. Join
in on the fun.
Yeah, that's it. I was like, in server, on server, one of those words.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. Minecraft is something that my son got into, and then inevitably I got addicted to. It's like Lego Plus in a way. They do stuff. So
get to run around.
Mm-hmm. So it's pretty cool. It's you'll be able to see Gino and I try and go on a little adventure here. We have some. It's tough because on the server too. Also, we have a little zombie enhancement that is not the normal zombies in the game. So it's gonna be kind of fun. I'm a little excited. We may not get very far. This is the beta test today, so we'll.
I don't know. From our trial run briefly earlier today, you guys were dying a lot.
Yes, we got like 10 feet, but we also were trying to travel at night.
That's true, yeah.
Well, I got some strategies, Gino. We're gonna do great, right? Sure. All right, what else we got? What are some of the questions? Will more be revealed about the families? I'm just gonna say that absolutely. That is probably gonna be a focus of some big stuff coming up. Yeah. There's somebody I've been waiting to introduce to you for a very long time.
It's very exciting.
I gave myself chills. Like, no. It's interesting too because like I've been working on the story for so long. Like I've created characters over 10 years ago that we haven't seen or heard from yet. And the fact that we finally get to meet them for the first time or maybe reveal something for the first time is I'm keeping it very vague. But it's really cool. Like that's been really fun for me. Is like I'm finally able to like pull back the entire curtain
Yeah.
that I've been like holding on to for the longest time, because it's a mystery series. You know, you can't give everything at once. You got to slowly reveal it, and there's just so much that gets revealed in this season, and leading up to that ultimate conclusion with season 3.
Yeah. I mean, people have been waiting to hear everything about the families for so long.
Yeah.
Because we've had characters pop up who are part of the families, but apart from that, like, there's such a secretive society that we still don't know a lot.
We don't, and it's going to be really a fun adventure to, like, see how people respond, and also when they go back and listen to earlier chapters, be like, oh, okay, that's what this was, and that's what this was, and, like, literally, I've been working on this element of the story for so long, like, I finally get to talk about it, and I don't have to like worry about revealing this stuff.
That's true. Yeah. Once it's all out there, then you can say whatever.
I can finally like be free, and I don't know, maybe even watch The Walking Dead. I don't know, because I still have not seen that series. People have told me things. I think it's over. Is it still going? I don't know.
No, it's over.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know they're having some offshoots, but whatever. Anyway, we know who's better. I don't know. I haven't seen it. You tell me. But yeah, that'll be a lot of fun, because when this is over, we will have 10 seasons under our belt.
Wow. That's a good number.
It is. I really like 10, because it's like, if you think about it, like, it's X. X is the end. We'll have to do some stuff. It's like season 10's X, and it's like on a grave or something. I don't know.
Ooh. Dramatic.
There's a lot of cool stuff with that.
All right. Other questions?
We're the inspiration for the whole idea of where Live come from. Okay. So I actually talk about this in our Kickstarter campaign video, which we're currently putting together. But the inspiration for We're Alive came from a lot of things. I always wanted to do a zombie survival show. And actually, there wasn't one when I was first pitching around this idea back in 2009. My goal with We're Alive was to get it on television. That was the initial idea, and I had the first 2 seasons really methodically planned out. And the characters, and essentially it was like, at the time Lost was really popular, and I loved the fact that Lost was a very good, diverse cast of characters from all these different backgrounds that came together in this place. So that's kind of was a really fun inspiration for that part of it. But the original idea, the spark that really started it all, was the idea for the tower. Because when I also thought, I'm a production person in the sense that I know what's easier to film, and if you have a tower as your main location, that's a repeatable set.
Yeah.
You get to go to the same place all the time. You can build a location. You don't have to do it outside, and then you could easily build around a production around that much easier than, say, if something's new every single week or they're exploring something. That's why when the series got to a certain point, I got to explore even more. And if we ever were to film Descendants, oh boy, that would be tough. But that's the fun thing about it, is like it's audio, so you can do anything. But the original tower idea actually came from the Al Rashid Hotel in Iraq. And it was a place that soldiers had holed up in back in 2003, 2004, when I was over there. And I liked the idea of, oh, this is a cool zombie plan, because everyone talks about their zombie plan, but to seal off and secure a bottom floor, and then you could fill it with people. I love that notion, because I was like, this is great. It's like a checkpoint for the bottom. You have the elevation as a way you have an elevated position for defense. Like strategically, and this is how I approach a lot of my writing, is strategy, is tactics, and what works well for this, like choke points and how, like, force multipliers, those types of things. These are all elements of military training that would end up becoming very valuable skill sets in that world. And so bringing about the tower and using that element of inspiration from the real place, coincidentally, it actually did get rocketed and attacked, which was a part of the story as well. So little bits of my background in the military kind of snuck in there, because I was a soldier, but I was also a civilian. So that's where the reservist side came in. And as a slight caveat, for those of you in the military, yes, I know the difference between a magazine and a clip. the term is fairly interchangeable depending on the person that ends up saying it. I've heard both all the time, and I've heard very professional people in the military use the word clip before. It just happens. I mean, yes, they slap your hand if you don't say it right in basic training. They try and get that out of you, but it still happens. All right, what else? What are your plans after We're Alive wraps? Well, let's just get there first.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some projects that I did start a project before We're Alive that I may continue working on that. I'm probably going to. I teased it before. It's called The Modern Man, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'd love to revisit that storyline and do that. I may not actually do a production around it. I may just go to book form and just make my life a little bit easier at that point, because one of the reasons why we have a Kickstarter campaign like this is because a production like this is very complicated. There are so many moving parts, you know, the casting of actors, the writing behind the story, making sure, because I mean, you can just pump something out writing and throw it on a page, but this is not that series. This is, you know, this is a house of cards where you're building off of previous storylines, and you have to remember a lot, you as in me, or the people who help assist in the writing process of it. So all these elements are really important to make sure that it all makes sense, and it's kind of, you know, it all works together. And a production like that is very costly. It's expensive, and it takes really dedicated people like Victoria and Gino to make sure that they come to life. So that's why we need your support. Let's make this let's finish strong. Let's make this as good as we can possibly make it.
Yeah.
Do you know, is my phone going on back there?
That's mine.
Oh. I don't even know where my phone is, to be quite honest with you.
It's right here.
Oh. Thank you. Just in case. Okay, so yeah, no problem. I was just wondering if we were getting any. I kept hearing a phone going off. I was like, is it me? Is somebody trying to? Is someone trying to jump in the live stream? By the way, also want to thank any cast or crew that jumped in the live stream. I know we had Michael Swan in there. You may know him as the voice of We're Alive. So shout out to Michael. I don't know if he's still hanging in there, but we literally were with him last week when I had my extended beard.
I think Robert was.
Yeah, Robert's in the.
Oh, Robert's there too. Our amazing composer for Scout's Honor,
And Descendant, and part of season, part of Descendants season 1.
Yes, and we already talked a little bit about doing the next seasons too. I mean, he hasn't signed on, but I think I think I can convince him. I think so. We'll see.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
All
right, what else we got? How did Christy Carlson Romano become a part of the show? Was she a fan or just an actor lending her voice? Was surprised to hear her in the series and curious what it was like working with her. So this is really interesting because I met her through friends. She lived in Orange for a while, which is my town, and it's my town. And we just met through friends, and we have she has 2 kids, but one of our kids are similar age, so it was birthday parties and such. And I worked with her a bit doing some audiobooks on tape, because she's like, oh hey, I got to record these books, and just got to be really close friends through the process of it. And unfortunately she moved. She's somewhere else now, but she's will come back again for the series as her ongoing character. And it was interesting too, because after I met her, I was like, oh, you're gonna be perfect for Gloria. Like the idea for Gloria was the action star who is like basically royalty in the celebrity world of like the Barrymore family, and had a lot of. I was like, what happens if you have a lot of money and you're like a survivalist? Like, let's put that to the test, because people could buy bomb shelters and missile silos for cheap. And so I was like, ooh, let's have fun with that, because that was a really big element of storytelling I wanted to bring into the series. And we got to do that with Gold Rush. And it still plays into Descendants too. How much so? Fund us and find out. But yeah, it was really great working with her. So much talent. Just knows how to control her voice and do stuff right off the cuff. People who work in front of a microphone a lot, they know how to dance behind it. All right. Will you guys ever do live shows again? And if so, would you ever come to Europe? I'm a huge fan and have been since 2015. Yes, we are planning on doing more live shows. Matter of fact, that actually might be part of the stretch goals. Because I really would love to do one last series finale live event as well. And so live events are really complicated to do. They take a lot of support. They're costly to get the venue together, you know, getting all the merchandise stuff prepped. And so there's a lot of pieces involved with that, but I would love to do more live shows. Especially, I mean, one of the one of the caveats to that always was like when we were dealing with COVID for a while, the thing we don't like to mention about, but doing live shows was going to be really complicated. But also since then, the cost has gone up for a lot of these venues and places, and some venues actually that were around aren't anymore. So it's complicated. I would love to do a European live show, but then we'd have to bring people there, and that gets really expensive and costly. And it would be possible if we were like a television show, but for our scale and why we're asking for your all support, probably not on our scale. I mean,
we might have some potential to do some events in the UK, though.
That's true. I mean, I will come.
Yeah, Casey will be there.
I will go. I will. We actually do have a little bit to talk about that in our bonus rewards, our stretch goals. So
yeah. If you want to be the first to know, sign up for our Kickstarter notifications.
Yes, please go to the Kickstarter page, hit that little sign up bonus. You're not committing to anything at that point. You're just gonna let Kickstarter know that this is a campaign that you're willing to support, either through sharing it or just you enjoy the show. It doesn't mean you have to do anything after that, but I will say by just signing up for the notifications, it does help the show get noticed and for people to see it. So definitely getting on there and doing that little sign up is very, very helpful.
This is a good question. So after Scout's Honor and Season 2 and 3 of Descendants, that's the end? No more spin-offs or other answers to questions that may not get answered?
Hopefully at the end there won't be as many questions that aren't answered.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Casey's going to try and cover all his bases.
I mean, that's essentially what I've been planning out, is like how to reveal the things that need to be revealed and bring about the satisfying conclusion that I've been wanting to do for a long time. There's still some pieces in there that I'm changing around and finding the best way to do all these reveals, but essentially that'll be it. The only asterisk on that is one of our stretch goals, which might involve music in some way, which is technically another side story. It's not actually a
so it's not We're Alive as a musical. Because that would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's not exactly that. It's actually
not like Michael and Pegs and Saul are singing,
which is what some people wanted. But it is a story that would work very well as a musical. So that's all I will say about that. And there may or may not be some stuff that's already been written for that, and because the idea's been planted for a while, and there actually even may be some hints in this series that you may not know about.
Ooh, so many hidden Easter eggs.
There are. I mean, I like to plan ahead.
Yeah.
I like to plant, and then, I mean, there's a plant for Scout's Honor that happens in We're Alive that.
Yeah.
There's
also an Easter egg in one of the Descendants Season 1 chapters that's like really buried in the background. But after you listen to Scout's Honor, if you listen back to Descendants Season 1, you might catch the Easter egg that we put in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was, that's all I'll say.
All right.
What else we got? What is your favorite episode out of all the shows, Casey?
7 seasons. It's a lot of episodes.
I would say chapter 44, Life and Death, because that episode took 3 years to make. It was meticulous planning, recording literally a baby in a delivery room. That is my nephew. And just the emotional turmoil that I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it, to be honest. Like I cried when I was doing Foley. Like, just, yeah. The amount of emotion that's on the table on both sides with that episode. Oh. And my wife is Blair, who plays Lizzie. So, I mean, you can imagine what that would be. That doesn't reveal much or spoil much, maybe. But hey, if you're here, you probably have listened to Story Survival. It was 2014, people. So, yeah. So definitely probably that chapter. I will say there's some good standouts in Scout's Honor, and there's some great standouts also in Descendants. But that one itself rings true. Sup.
Hi, Blair.
She is Blair, my wife, who plays Lizzie. Who and you're like, well, that's unfair. You cast your wife as a role, and so to give you a little story about that, she wasn't always my wife. Well, that's a very true statement for probably anybody. But when we were first recording, I didn't want to give her a role or something like that, because I was like, no, I'm not gonna give my girlfriend a role. That's completely unfair. And it just turned out that we had a cast member who wasn't able to record, and we were having some scheduling issues with them early on. And they dropped out last minute. They weren't able to make a recording because of the schedule. And I was like, this is important, because it was I think it was chapter 4 or 5. And if you remember, then it's Bert, Saul, and Lizzie. It's like the big, the emotional connection of all these characters. And I very much like to get people in the same booth at the same time. One of the reasons why sometimes this series can be costly, and that's why you need to support us. But to get all those three in the same room at the same time. And so I was like, hey, would you mind stepping in? And she's like, sure, would love to. Little did I know that she actually really wanted to be on the series, and she had a connection to Lizzie, but she didn't want to say anything because she didn't want me to be like, or, to be the girlfriend's like, give me a role, please. And I'm like, So, no, she came on, she recorded with the cast at that point, and I was like, you know what? You're really good at this. You're right for the role. I mean, do you want to do it full time? She's like, yes. Yeah. And so that's how she got onto the series. So it was not given, it was definitely earned. And yeah, and then we went back and re-recorded those scenes with Lizzie, as Blair as Lizzie.
Blair said that she asked the gardeners to stay out of the backyard, so.
Oh, wow. See, that's wife material right there.
All right, maybe one or two more questions?
Yeah, and then maybe we'll transition into our fun Minecraft experiment.
And we'll also play the Scouts Honor teaser trailer for you all again before we move segments.
Oh, yeah.
In case there's people who are just joining us now.
There probably are a few here or there.
Yeah.
Or you just want to hear it again, because, I mean, I do.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good trailer.
Well, the trailer.
The trailer is even better.
Yes, the trailer's even better.
Believe it or not.
You'll learn some of the characters' names a little bit more, and then also it has that violin part that's like, oof,
yeah.
Oof. So we will reveal that one at a later date. All right. Is Skittles still around? Probably not. Well, the reason why is because Skittles was very good at hiding, and I would imagine that they, after they did what they did, they were very fearful of ink, and so went into hiding away from everybody else, and probably split after that. And because of their unique properties, they would be able to probably travel. Skittles, that is, not ink. Need to know more about Vincent. Cool. Yeah.
You will.
Yeah. I mean, the end of season 1 of Descendants, it's a slight, not really a slight spoiler, but we literally pick up right where we left off.
Okay.
Will we get a supercut of each Descendants season like the original series? Probably not, actually. Only because those take a long time to do, and generally, from what I've seen statistics-wise, they're kind of skipped over, and they get really long, and maybe. It just would take a while to, and what do you keep in there? So one of us would have to do it, and that takes us away from editing the other things. So yeah. I'd rather spend the time on the actual episodes. All right, what else we got? Oh, are you going to hold open auditions for the rest of the series? Is a question from Harold. We do auditions every so often. We have posted about them in the past. One of the things that's very important to us is we are big about getting the characters that have high interaction with the other characters in the booth with each other so that they can interact, unless, we've had people move away and we still record them remotely. But generally, we like to get them in the same booth because notoriously, no matter what, wherever you record also comes with all those ends up those little pieces and having to do another recording studio. And so we do open auditions, but generally we want to make sure that we get someone who's going to be able to get that interaction with us and also be able to be directed inside the booth. Because there's just something, if you've ever seen our videos, there's something about the energy inside the booth and something that a lot of other series don't get to do. And I feel like it's always lacking. When you're performing on Zoom or recording remotely with somebody, there's always that element of energy that's missing, especially if you've never done it before with that cast. And I want to keep that. I want to keep that as like a staple for us in the end, because it's very easy to lose that suspension of disbelief that is the audio series that we're creating. That's theater for the mind.
Yeah, we do have an ongoing kind of open casting call for kind of smaller roles that you can, if you are interested in being a part of any of our We're Alive or Wayland Productions shows, you can submit an audition. It's just, there's like a couple different like character sides, and then we just kind of add you to our ongoing pool of actors that we can pull from in case we need a couple extra lines here or there. We did do that for Scouts Honor. We reached out to a couple actors who submitted, so that's a great way to kind of put your name in the pool if that's something you're interested in doing.
That also helps us hear your recording environment too.
Yeah.
Because some people, the nice thing about audio equipment nowadays is it's fairly inexpensive, or it's getting cheaper in some regards, but there's also that barrier of the environment in which you record, because if you've seen where we record, it's very soundproof. A lot of the times the recording quality you have on a mic is not just the mic itself, it's actually the space in which you record. Because if it sounds reverberant, meaning it's got echo, then you can't really put the voice outside because it feels like they're in a box. And if you may have heard some other shows that do that, it always, for me, it takes me out of the story. It makes me feel like I don't believe that they're actually out there.
All right. Why don't we play the teaser trailer one last time?
Yes.
And then we'll move on to our Minecraft segment.
Yeah. And while you're listening live, you can also go over to Kickstarter and search We're Alive, the end of We're Alive, essentially, and do the pre-sign-up. Do that while you listen to this trailer.
Wayland Productions presents...
The last ferry to Catalina will be leaving in 10 minutes.
First time?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a big summer for you.
Just think of it as a rite of passage.
Scouts, venture home!
Something's going on in Avalon. It's not just a drill. You need to get everyone ready.
Do you hear that?
Everyone, go!
Get out of the way! Run! It's an outbreak. The sick are attacking.
Please, run!
He did what he had to do. We're doing what we have to do now. What we really need is to get off this island.
Scout rule number 10. Never leave a scout behind.
Go ahead and straight forward! Go, on! Camp was supposed to be fun!
We're Alive. Scouts Honor. Coming soon to all podcast channels.
We were just talking a little bit briefly about the captions that you saw in the video there, and they're actually bringing captions to Apple Podcasts, and most likely will follow in Spotify. So that's going to be something that's coming about, and I would love to make sure that those captions are right. But I will say one of the things that we're offering in our tiers that you will get 100% right is we are offering some of the scripts from the series. So those are going to be some of the tiers that you will have. So you can actually read along. And in some ways, you can hear what maybe was added or subtracted from the script, because the scripts that we give out are production scripts, meaning that they don't exactly always match 100% of what the episode's out there. There's been pickups. Sometimes there are little things added. Sometimes there's stuff that's cut that may not have worked in the scene, or maybe something adjusted in the booth. So yeah, we generally, things change along the path. So it'd be kind of cool to see that. And it's one of our tiers. And if you're actually really curious, we offer a lot of our scripts on our website as well at waylandproductions.com if you're interested. But definitely, we want you to focus on the Kickstarter campaign with this video. And with that, we're going to transition over. But really quickly, again, I want to thank everybody. Still stay tuned. We're going to talk about a little bit maybe about during our Minecraft session here. We're going to have some fun. This is actually something that we are going to hopefully do as part of our Kickstarter launch, is offer a Minecraft server connection to anybody who is part of the backers. That meaning that, if you like playing Minecraft and like playing online, we don't have to be online at the same time. The server's going to be going, and you can just join in and get in on the fun, because this little survival server that we have setting up, hopefully it's going to be working 100%. You'll see it kind of today. We have some little asterisks that we're talking about of, do we want to use the map that we're on now or do a different map, or because the map that we're going to be on today is very complicated and complex, and it's got a lot of really cool stuff, but there's some stuff that doesn't work. That's from a previous version of Minecraft. So it's definitely going to be an interesting experiment. But if you're there, we're going to be doing that on our launch day, and we'll be there playing while the broadcast is going on. So yeah, be sure to join in on the fun. And if you can't back us with any sort of tiers, just sharing it with friends that might be interested would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
All right. And well, one last thing also, if we do reach our goal in the campaign, we will be releasing Scout's Honor. So that's one of the big sort of rewards as part of this this launch. And it's an amazing series, and I think that's a pretty cool reward that would be able to launch this within the campaign, so you can hear all 8 chapters. And actually, if we do, it's going to keep going past the end of the campaign too, because it is 8 weeks of new content to hold you over until the new series starts. So, all right. Anything else I'm forgetting?
I think you covered all of it.
All right. Okay. So we're going to transition now to this little Minecraft thing here. We're not going away. Yeah, we're not going away. We will be doing a little setup in here real quick for some transitional stuff. So you may kind of hear some changes as we do this switch over. But yeah, stay with us as we Gino and I attempt to survive and make it to the tower.
It's gonna be hard.
I know. Especially if we start at night.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens as we do this. All right, so we're going to start transitioning now. All right, I can get shocked in a heartbeat. I need to ground myself. There. All right. And lights.
Should we run the Lego thing?
It can count me while we set up. Nah.
It's probably okay.
It's very loud. Okay.
I will take over answering questions. No, I'm kidding.
If you want to, if there's stuff you can answer, feel free.
I will reveal all the We're Alive secrets.
No.
Just kidding. More behind the scenes videos. We are definitely working on that. I also love behind the scenes videos. Yeah, we're gonna be filming a extended behind the scenes, almost like history of We're Alive video to go with the Kickstarter. So that'll be pretty fun.
But we can actually, we can do even more than that.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to do a history of We're Alive and go through, like, the start of the series and show pictures and videos and, like, a real like, documentary. That might be a push reward. Or stretch goal.
Yeah, I think it is one of our stretch goals.
All right. I think this will be fine. I think I could deal with this being here. Just collapse it further. So we're transitioning now to the Minecraft time.
Hello, testing. Does this work?
Did you put the battery in the...
Oh, there's no battery?
Yeah. You gotta put a battery in it. You want me to do it? I can do it from here. So there's a battery in that little case. Yep. And there should be a little thing so you can clip it onto you. That way you don't have to like hold it and it's going to be in a good spot. Alright, so put it in, we put it in 2, right? Yep, and then go ahead and talk.
Hello, testing.
Yeah, that works. Alright, and I'm going to get my little headsets on here too, because it's the only way I'm going to be able to hear, I think, because otherwise... I mean, I could play... Oh, no, my mic is going to feed back into the system. That's right. That's why we had to do this. Alright. I now have another headset here. Hoo-hoo! Okay, so one of the things you can do when you switch over... Gino, is the if you do that, if you go to the there's a picture-in-picture setting on this. I can just hit the button for you. So right here is picture-in-picture on, and then we have us in the corner.
Hooray!
Ah.
So a little.
Now we are real gamers.
Yes. Yes, we are. All right. That will go up tomorrow.
So yes, the server will work for both Java and Bedrock. We are troubleshooting it now because it's brand new.
Yes.
We're doing it through a hosting service. So, and also I hope everyone can hear me.
If you guys can hear Gino, I was gonna say like.
Say something in the
Say
comments.
something in the comments.
All right. All right, here we go. Are you already in there, Gino?
I am not.
Okay. I can wait for you up on the block. Especially if it's like nighttime, then I'm really gonna wait for you. So this is our special little server. It's for those of you who know Minecraft at all.
Thank you.
It's a Bedrock server, and Java, so it can accept both, which is really cool.
Because I know Java has some stuff for people who have visual impairment.
Oh.
So.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but the other thing is, the Bedrock is good because it has more people can get on it because it's on all the devices. So we wanted to make sure that we oh wow, yep, you're close. Oh, I can already hear them down there.
So the server is currently not open to the public, but we will eventually be making it a thing with the Kickstarter.
Yeah, so
yeah, we're just testing it out right now to make sure that we know how it works, so that when we launch the Kickstarter on that day, there will be a special live stream, and then you'll be able to play some Minecraft with Casey or just other We're Alive fans.
Uh-oh. Gino, they're
survive
already
together.
down there.
They're already there. I think you guys might die. Do you want some weapons?
Gino, can you get through that wall?
Working on it.
Yeah, they're down there. Victoria can be our Minecraft god in this
so I will be,
scenario.
I will be giving weapons, and armor and food.
You know what?
Unless I decide to be mean, and then
we could make this really fun if you still have the.
Okay, so there's spawn protection.
Oh, we can't. Okay, so we're gonna have to run. All right, so we're gonna go down here and hang a left. But what we could do, this might be kind of fun, is the fans on the live stream can encourage God to do things. Oh, okay, I made it.
Here we go.
Oh, okay, you again? Oh, there's also a... Oh, that's nothing. Oh, a bed.
Someone said the guy in the back seems so cool. Yeah, Gino.
Thank you.
Gino is very cool.
I agree. My wife thinks he's the funniest. Like my wife loves your style of humor, Gino. She's probably watching right now and commenting yes.
Hi, Blair. I will try my best to uphold the standard you have placed upon me.
Ooh. I have a bandage.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, great. That was a consumable. I didn't know. It wasn't actually armor.
Sad.
I didn't actually need it. Okay.
I'm trying to get into the pro hosting
Okay.
server.
Ooh, they have a panic room here, Gino.
Can we get in?
I don't know.
We need a redstone to activate it. Or we can do that.
We just go. Oh. Or is it protected?
It shouldn't be.
Oh no, I broke one level. It's gonna take me a second.
I'm outside doing the actual Minecraft thing of collecting wood and building tools.
Oh, are you at the trees? Are there zombies around you?
If there are, I'll find out.
Okay. Oh, this is taking a long time. Oh, almost got to the safe room. Looks like there's some stuff in here. Now keep in mind, I have played on the server before, but I haven't gone to all these areas. Goodbye, my sweet Helen. Oh, that's sad. Oh, we have a self-defense steroid. We have a compass and a glass bottle. Woo. It's dark. I can't see anything. Nothing in the furnace. Oh, you got tools. Oh, what's this? Help us. Oh, Gino, bed. Oh, and a sword. I'm actually gonna grab these bones and this charcoal because that might prove handy. Do you have a bed, Gino?
I do have a bed.
Okay, cool. That's something we definitely want early on. All right, so I got my sword. Okay, let's head outside. Yeah. Okay, this way. As you can see, it's a pretty big map. Oh, there's the sewers.
Now, if and when we open this to Kickstarter backers, are we
Oh.
going to be making this
Zombie
an
on the
adventure
right.
style, an adventure style map where people have to search for items and can't necessarily break things?
No, they'll be able to break whatever they want.
Cool, because I'm already breaking a bunch of things.
Oh yeah, please. That zombie doesn't see us, thankfully, right now. Apparently, we haven't made too much noise. They can't smell us.
Excellent.
Is it down here? There's something I'm looking for. Is it over here? No. I'm lost.
Casey, the audience can't hear your Minecraft sounds.
Oh, they can't?
They cannot.
Or is it not loud enough? Oh no, Gino!
You concentrate on getting those Minecraft sounds out. I will defend myself.
Okay, I'll try and... I need to climb up somewhere. Oh, here we go. Okay, I am safe up here. This is a spawn zone, I think. Okay, I'm on a tree. Oh, Gino, behind you.
Oh.
All right, let me fix those sounds. I have them. They're just not very loud, apparently. Okay, I've turned them way up, so they should be there.
There's a little bit of a delay between us and the stream, but hopefully you can hear sounds now. If you can't,
Oh, he's locked onto me. Kill him, Gino.
I got him. I got him.
Ah, all right, cool. I think this way. I think this is the direction Where'd you go?
I'm on my way.
Okay. I have a carrot. One of the things we're going to need is food. But, we'll figure that out. Okay, this is one of the few things I do know that was here. We have a safe room.
Oh, hey. You know, these cars are full of things.
Oh, what'd you find?
Armor, weapons.
Oh.
A bow.
Ooh.
A little bit of food.
The safe room is right there at that house. I figure we can...
Got some flower pots for pegs.
Pillage... Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Oh, yeah, look at that. I have a black top hat, a blue baseball cap, a red shirt. I mean, it's better than nothing. And you can eat the berries, so.
Are folks hearing the Minecraft sounds?
Someone said, sadly, no, still can't hear any game
Really?
sounds. It might be settings within StreamYard that we need to adjust.
If they can hear me, I mean, I'm going through the same server.
Yeah.
It's all coming through the same way.
Oh, you know, I got an idea. I have an idea. Let's come to the safe room real quick. I think I have an idea why that's happening. It's on the server. Or, not the server, the mixer.
We are sound professionals.
Our sound setup is sound. Okay, so left to right. Okay, here we go. So that should be, yeah, now we're good. It was one little button.
Oh, 7 Days to Die is very good.
Oh, 7 Days to Die?
Yes, I played it a lot when I was younger.
Yeah, I did too. See, I'm a big not Minecraft, but Xbox player. So I would build really extravagant stuff. Okay, so I think, is it almost dark? I think we need to get wood. So let's get these trees.
I found a little lore piece, if you're interested.
Oh yeah, I've read that one. It was like they're like stuck here and they hate life or something. Oh, also heat is an issue in this version of the game. You see, it says cooled off a little bit. You can overheat.
Okay, they said they can hear it now.
Yay! Okay, cool. So that was that little button. Ooh, and I got 5 apples somehow. I think the tree is really. You start chopping down the tree and you'll get apples.
How do you overheat? How do you prevent that from happening?
You have to like go in buildings. If you go in the desert, it can be a thing. You can drink water.
Ah.
Oh, I just lost it. There's a stick. Hey, I got a stick. Alright, so do we have... So this can be a little base for now. We have 2 little nice beds. I'm going to make a crafting table. Crafting table enabled. So we have a crafting table down here.
Very nice.
Oh, you've been using this one. Okay, so you got the sneakers. I need to make a... I need to make an axe.
The zombies apparently come out at night.
I need another stick. Yeah, the zombies. I mean, there's some in the day, but they're really bad at night. And we are not ready and prepared for them just yet. But the sun is setting, so.
I found an entire attic full of crafting tables. Oh, and a key.
Oh, first position set. Oh, was that you?
Mm-mm.
For anyone just joining us and wondering what the heck is going on, this is a live stream to announce the Kickstarter, the pre-launch, pre-sign-up Kickstarter to fund the End of War Alive.
While I'm using the axe.
I guess it's not letting you chop down this tree.
Yeah, it doesn't like me chopping. Uh-oh, Gino, it's getting dark.
I'm still inside. I don't know what you're doing out there.
I'm gonna go to the bed to the safe zone. Are you in the safe zone?
I'm near a bed. If you want to sleep through the night,
okay,
that's
cool.
a
Let's do
mechanic. End of War Alive is going to be the last 2 seasons of Descendants. Oh no. Oh, so you have a wooden axe. In certain modded scenarios, that's.
Did it just become day?
Yeah, it just became day.
So apparently I slept and I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the wooden axe is
It's a mod thing.
Got it. Okay, so that's wooden axes don't work.
But the End of War Alive, the last 2 seasons of Descendants, this will be the End of War Alive, and also Scout's Honor, which we will release upon the completion of our funding goal, our initial funding goal of the campaign. So lots of War Alive happening. Lots to get excited about.
It's the end of War Alive, but it's still the end of War Alive is still very far away. There's still lots to come, so don't worry.
It's and also some stretch goals in there too.
Yeah. So if you haven't yet, there's a pre-sign-up page that is live on Kickstarter now. You can find it by either going to Kickstarter.com and searching the end of We're Alive, or we have also pinned a comment to the live stream that has a direct link to the pre-sign-up page. We'll also be posting this on our socials after this live stream, so that if you want to share it with your friends, that would be really helpful to us. This isn't to, this doesn't mean that you have to back us. It just means that you will get notified as soon as the campaign goes live. So we would really appreciate it if you sign up and share with your friends, because even just doing that helps us a lot.
Yes. And again, we're playing Minecraft on a zombie survival map that Kc is building. This will become available to the public through the Kickstarter. So Kickstarter backers, potentially. We haven't completely worked out the details yet. We are just stress testing the map using a hosting service. We don't really know what we're doing.
Well, I kind of know a little, but...
This is my first Minecraft stream ever in my life, so...
I'm out of food.
Forgive me.
I have apples.
I'm looting cars. It seems to be a fairly good way to get stuff.
There we go. Now I can actually chop this tree down. That was ridiculous.
Ooh, I found an emergency flare.
Yeah, I think there are pieces of the game that don't work anymore, because it was on an older version of Minecraft, and who knows, maybe they'll update it. Or maybe we have an illustrious fan who can figure out how to update it. No one else and our server support know how to do it. Alright, I know this is laborious to get this right here. But we need... You know what I think, Gino, would help us move ahead so we don't have to do as much of this?
What?
If we could ask God for some iron.
What was that? No, I'm kidding.
Please? We need iron.
How much iron do you need?
I don't know. A stack?
I'll give you like...
Yeah, give us a couple stacks. Maybe 2 stacks. I'll split with Gino.
What does 2 stacks mean?
2 stacks of 64.
Oh, okay.
So
this feels like cheating.
Okay, maybe not that much.
I will give you each 20.
Okay, that's good.
We promised the people a zombie survival game, and then we sleep through the zombies, and we're not surviving.
Yeah, and well, here's the thing: is I can go and dig down here and go get some iron, but literally that's gonna take forever. I am making some lights right now, so it won't be as dark in certain areas at least. I'm making torches. Oh.
Ah, nice.
Getting some charcoal here. Oh, you gave us iron ore in the... Well, that's okay.
Is that not what you wanted?
Well, I now have to smelt that. I was thinking like the ingots, but that's, I mean...
Oh, okay.
I don't think you can smelt regular iron anymore. Oh, you can. Interesting.
Yeah, you can put, like, it's just going to use up all my wood, and I definitely could.
Wait, I have to find, like, what the category is. Because there's only a give ore generator.
There we go. So that'll give me some ore. So.
Do you want iron weapons?
Is
that more helpful?
Well, no, because I was gonna craft some armor. Because I think armor is actually like the thing we need the most of.
Someone's suggesting we play DayZ.
Yeah.
That's another game I've played a little bit of it. There's a server, or there was a server. I don't know if it's still around. That had a MineZ minigame, which is just DayZ in Minecraft, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh.
So the map is a zombie apocalypse city with apparently a large desert outside of it, and there is a tower. It is not specifically We're Alive. It's a map that someone's made online that we have graciously borrowed.
Well, we're not going to get to the desert, though.
But there is a tower.
Yes, it's and I have the coordinates to it, and I'm just trying to make it so we can get there. Okay, so what time of day is it? Are we looking towards another night soon? Oh, it's about noon. Okay, we got some time. We got time. All right, so I'm just I'm getting my iron ready here.
The map doesn't look like a particular place in We're Alive because this is someone else's zombie apocalypse server. But it's kind of just like open world. There's a lot of buildings and cars with supplies. And then there are some zombies who are just wandering around. And then eventually, once it's night, there will be even more zombies who come out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not.
So Casey and Gino are trying to prepare in earnest for the horde to appear.
Yeah, I don't even know where Gino's at anymore. I feel like
I found this little tent area, this little market stall, which is doing pretty well for me.
Oh, you found the market and you got like food and stuff.
A little bit. A
Okay.
little bit.
I want to take us to there is a farm not far from here that I want to try and find, and that'll give us food, and then we'll try and see if we can make it to the coordinates we need. I'm just trying to get as much of the iron as possible to. Let's see here.
Taylor is asking for written summaries. Could you elaborate? Written summaries of the show, of us playing Minecraft.
And then Gino went to the market, and Gino said, I want food, and there was food. Oh, I have cooked pork chops. I don't know how I got those.
I gave them to you.
Oh. Giving God. Generous.
God dropped pork chops down.
All right. Okay, so come on.
I like how when I give you guys things, like it doesn't give you a notification. It just pops up in your inventory.
Yeah, it just is in there.
So you're just kind of like, when did I get this?
A surprise to be sure.
All right. Once I get these remaining bits of iron, because, oh man, iron is very necessary right now. All right. I'm sure everyone's like, this. We're bored. Move on. Especially because I'm the one who's actually, like, controlling. All right, good enough. All right, goodbye, house. It was nice knowing you.
Yes, I have the luxury of no one watching what I'm doing, so I can just kind of hang out. I don't have to be entertaining.
All right, I got my iron. I got my suit. I think Gino. Are you this way? Oh, there you are.
Yes. Just cooking my things.
There are little maps every so often. So this is now leaving city limits here. I think I want to try and go through here.
Leaving the city.
What's this? Please place ticket in receptacle. Ooh, I don't... Oh, there's a tire iron in here. Okay, cool. I like that. Strength. Okay. I got some potions. All right, you good here? Did we raid?
I've been raiding, yes.
Okay, there's a stone sword. Okay, a bow. I don't know if it's worth it, but yeah, we might as well get it. It's half strength. I haven't seen the arrows.
I got a few arrows.
Do you want to head this way?
Sure. Let me just get decked up.
Oh, I was like, I heard a pop, and I thought God gave me something.
No, you're good for now.
Okay, I have enough.
All right. I'm following you now, wherever you went.
Oh,
I see you. Okay.
It is getting...
Are you good on armor, Gino?
I'm very good, thank you.
Cool.
I think we better get in this bus and stay in the bus. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. You are armored up. I'm gonna make some room for the beds.
Oh, that's smart.
Sleeping through another night?
Yeah, I think we kind of should.
But the people want to see some action, Casey.
I know.
There's a bus driver's cane. Attack 12. Whoa.
Oh, cool.
That's a strong cane. Yeah, you can take that.
I have his cane now.
Oh, I just saw Callum in the chat.
Oh, hello, Callum. Should we attempt to try and stay awake?
Callum, one of our friends, our producing friends.
Oh, this thing's slow. This cane, it slows you down.
Ah.
So it's not. There's a house over here, Gino. I think we need to hold in this house. I'm kind of scared.
Do the zombies break down doors?
They might. This may not be a good idea for us.
If it's hard mode.
Yeah, I think it is on hard mode.
Some water bottles in here.
Oh. Oh, we got a pork chop and we have a potato. That's kind of cool.
Oh, a rabbit stew.
I completely went past that. Ooh. I got a hunter's axe. Oh, but yeah, it does a decrease on speed. I have a leather cap. What am I wearing now? I think I'm wearing a baseball hat. Yep. That's no...
I would imagine this map was initially designed for scavenging and surviving.
Oh, yeah. Oh, leather pants. I don't think I have any pants on. There we go. I'm no longer naked.
And we're all thankful for it.
Leather tunic. I got there. Gino, there's a twin bed up here.
I have a bed. I have a bed with me.
I do too. Do we want to see how these zombies are doing out here?
I don't see any.
We have a porch.
There were a whole bunch when we were testing it earlier. I haven't seen any. Maybe we scared them off. Ooh.
Oh, nope. They found you. Yeah, they're
Easy.
fast.
Not a problem.
They're very, very fast. Did it take you down a lot?
Nope, not at all.
Oh, good. There's a generator here, and...
Oh.
I heard you get hit.
There's a little very angry.
Oh, it's got a giant head, too.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here.
Oh, I hear another one.
Can I not build?
You're on the car. I'm not. It's not getting me at all. It's just... Oh.
You're gonna let Gino fend for himself?
No.
Whoa, it blew up.
Oh, we got an exploder. Are you okay?
I'm good, I'm good. I'm just getting out of here.
Oh, we got another exploder. Yeah, I am not doing well. It's at the door. Let me in. Okay, maybe we should sleep.
All right.
Nope, too late now. Are the big ones exploders?
I think the ones with the creeper heads are exploders.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Someone's commenting that we are fighting runners or perhaps little ones.
Oh yeah. Well, I wanted to. One of the things I want to try. Ow!
Whoa! What was that? What happened?
I got hit with something through the building.
Whoa!
Did you use a rocket of some sort?
Maybe a zombie threw it.
Apparently. I think there's only one way out of here. I'm not healing past a certain point, too. Or is it taking... Oh, it's taking a long time to heal. Oh, this game is tough. Okay. I got an idea. Maybe not... Oh, there's an attic. It looks clear up here. Maybe we need to sleep in the attic. Uh-oh. That may not have been good. I made a hole in the ceiling. Okay. Let's see if I can sleep up here. Oh, I can.
Okay.
Oh, is it only one of us has to sleep?
I can't sleep. There's monsters nearby.
Oh. Try and spam around until they go away.
Now you've abandoned Gino.
No,
There we go.
It's just different positions in the house. We're still gonna have to deal with them in the morning, that's for sure. Whoa. All right. They're gonna be outside, so I'm gonna just going through the walls.
For those asking, we have not decided the exact specifications for how people will get access to the server, but we are probably going to make it accessible through the Kickstarter. So for backers, we are paying for the server. We're using a hosting service, so this isn't something we've made for free. And we are currently testing it out. Stress testing, if you will.
Okay. Oh. Treats a wide range of different infections. Oh, I got a prescription for infections.
Oh.
You can finally cure that thing.
Me?
And a med kit. Yeah, if you get infected in the game.
Ah, I thought you were trying to reference something specific.
Oh, no. Oh, there's a tower over there. Okay.
I thought you said our goal was to get to the tower.
Yes, it is, and we're slowly getting there.
Ah.
Okay, so Fair Hill, there's a national park over here on the right. With a broadcast tower. What's over here? We are heading in the general direction. Ooh, I got a kitchen knife. Attack damage plus... Oh, no, that's just normal. Although I will take the charcoal. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I got a bucket. That actually would be helpful. Alright, I'm getting rid of the stuff I don't... Oh, I should probably need the cobblestone for something. And those shoes are terrible. I don't know where I picked up those. Alright. What is this? Boris the Bear says. Okay. Oh, okay. This is the national park thing. I think Boris the Bear is a play on... I don't know. That bear that said no to forest fires.
I found some morphine.
Ooh. That's a reference to Gold Rush. Got in that morphine.
The existence of morphine is a reference to Gold Rush?
Yes. Oh, I'm in the bus. Just like in the real zombie apocalypse, you can just break everything. No one's gonna care. Yeah, there's a bathroom here. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. All right.
Ah, there's a horse.
Are you at the farm? Oh, you are. You went that way.
It's just a wild horse.
Should we eat it? it perked up when I said that.
I don't think we can eat the horses in Minecraft, but you can certainly try. I won't stop you.
Oh, we don't need any horses. Look what I found.
Our current plan, for someone asking, is to make this a full survival world. So you can break stuff, you can craft things. That may change, but currently the way we are playing it is how you may play it.
Yeah, we'll probably end up doing... I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a Wild West. Whoa.
I got wheat seeds, but no wheat.
I found... Well, how are you farming it?
I'm just breaking it. Do we need... Is there a specific tool?
I think you have to do it with a stone axe or better.
A stone axe? Nope. Maybe a hoe?
Oh, a hoe will definitely do it. Get you some hoes.
Just so you know, it's 1 p.m.
Oh, that's okay. I mean...
Nope, not working. I give up.
Did it really not... With the hoe, it's not giving you anything?
Nope.
I can give you a stone... What was it, a stone axe?
Yeah, I did a stone axe, and that...
Oh, I found potatoes, though.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this is a good farm to go to. Ooh, Gino.
Yes.
I found an axe.
Excellent.
Excellent. Get rid of that wood axe that was clogging up my inventory. All right, so get it, grab it. There it is. All right, cool. Ha ha ha. Farm storage. Ooh. Okay. All right. We got some storage in here. Are you able to get the wheat yet?
I'm just planting some fresh wheat.
Oh. I don't think we actually need to plant anything.
You don't think we'll stick around long enough for that?
Well, take a look in here. There's bales and bales and bales of hay.
Ah.
I saw that someone just tuned in. They asked, is We're Alive getting a Minecraft expansion pack? Not exactly, but we are playing Minecraft right now. We just announced that we are doing a Kickstarter for Descendants Seasons 2 and 3. And the pre-signup page is live now. And we're playtesting Minecraft because for the actual launch of the Kickstarter, we're probably going to be live streaming again. And that at that point, the Minecraft server will be open to anyone who backs the Kickstarter, and you'll be able to play along in the world with us and with other fans, and it'll be a lot of fun.
I like how the fuel on that, Gino, you put your hoe in there.
That's what it's good for.
Or are you able to get these hay bales at all? Or is it just only I can?
I haven't tried. So
okay.
Go for it. I'm a potato man.
Because this will give us bread and a lot of bread. We got the dough now. We're rolling in it. We'll have bread for days.
Someone asked, what do you mean by back? So basically, if you pledge your support to our Kickstarter for any of the tiers, you'll get, as part of the message that you receive from Kickstarter, it'll have a link with instructions for how to join our Minecraft server.
Back is a term that Kickstarter likes to use. People who support Kickstarters are backers.
Yeah.
Some of the tools are called backer kit. So you have our backs when you support the Kickstarter. I found a basement, a little interesting basement going here. Something you might find in the Big Apple. Oh, it's dark.
Is it over here?
Oh, there's a horse.
I lost your gamer tag somewhere in here.
Oh, I found a secret bunker. I'll come out and flag it down.
Ooh, where?
So this big like grain silo, I'm standing on some logs next to it.
Yeah.
Down here.
Oh, yeah, the cellar.
So there was a secret door here.
Oh, look at that. What's in here? Oh, it's getting. That's. Oh, I thought this was a zombie here for a second there, but it's a speaker. Oh, this is cool. What's this button do? I'm afraid. Oh! Look at this. We got bunks. You want to change the color of your bed? We have a bunch of leather stuff. We can't make a saddle, can we? No, you can't make saddles. You have to.
There's a smoker in here for more efficient food cooking.
I saw you and it got scared for a second there. Oh yeah, look at that. I kind of need a crafting bench to.
This would definitely be a very challenging world to live in without being able to break anything or craft anything.
Oh yeah, no, it's you kind of. That's why. I think we have to.
But imagine the chaos.
I heard a dog. Are there infected dogs in this game?
Let's see. Comments from viewers. Let's see. Fan page. Everyone is on. There is a Facebook fan page. You have to apply to join. We are a part of it, although we do not run it.
Oh, the fan page?
The fan page. Someone's asking.
We kind of run it, but we
sort of
moderate.
run it. We moderate it. Let's see. There are flower pots here, but they don't necessarily summon the zombies. Although we do have access to the server admin, and we can summon zombies onto people's locations if we wish.
Yeah, so we're thinking about like doing some events and stuff, and making this really interactive, and also depending on when we get this set up and how much people get behind it, we might actually like do some cool stuff with it and put some We're Alive things in it, like some We're Alive lore. I'd love to like make some special zombies and things that have a name that wander around and are really hard to kill. That'd be really fun.
We can't say exactly how much the tiers are yet. We're still working out the details, but they will be as low as $5. And even if you can't support, if you're not in a place to financially contribute to the campaign, just spreading the word, retweeting, sharing, posting, emailing, telling your friends, anything will help support the campaign, because the more eyes we get on it, the better chance we have to actually fund this and finish Descendants.
I have bread for days now.
Excellent.
We have plenty of food.
People asking about an official We're Alive Lego set.
Oh, I would love that. I mean, in a heartbeat. Who knows? Maybe we could do an unofficial one, where it's like we do a couple of the different characters that are made. Because you can order just the parts.
That's true.
And do it that way. So that might be kind of fun.
Whoa! I just got hit by a zombie that launched me onto the roof.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is it night out?
It's getting dark.
Oh yeah.
You see, if you look up.
I just saw you like falling down.
I luckily got caught in some vines.
Wow.
But,
I just locked them in the room. Ha ha ha. Nice. They're in storage. Don't open storage.
I will not open storage.
Should we? Oof.
So we can't say yet how much the tiers are going to be, but I think I mean, I can at least say it's going to start as low as $5, and it's just a single time payment. It's not like monthly. If you want to support us monthly, we do have a Patreon, so that's an option for you. But yeah, the Kickstarter will be just like a one-time thing, and then you have the option to add on some add-ons if you want like a T-shirt or stuff like that as well.
All right, Gino, I think we need to go to the bunker.
Fair enough.
If we're ever gonna make it to this tower, and we're going to, we're gonna cover some ground now. Bottom bunk. I like these beds better than my bed. I'm gonna leave my bed behind. I don't like the white beds. The defaults.
The default used to be red. Back in
did
the
it?
old days. Yeah.
Oh.
Before they made dying beds an option.
I don't want to ever be on my dying bed.
I think that's probably the best place to die.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Were they still in there?
Yeah, they're still in there.
All right. Do you need food? I have plenty of food.
I have lots and lots of food.
Okay. All right. So, this way, right? Yes.
I'm following you.
Okay. We have to get iron axes. All right. I think our target is on the.
The Kickstarter is not monthly payments. So basically how it works is you select a tier and you commit to paying an amount. However, if, and hopefully this never happens, but if a Kickstarter campaign does not reach its funding goal, then most of them do not charge people who have funded the Kickstarter.
Yeah, you get charged as like once the campaign reaches funding.
Yeah. And I think only when the campaign ends, too, you do get charged.
Yeah.
So it's not a monthly thing. You're committing to a single backing amount.
Ooh, a rope.
And then once it's over, you'll get a little bill. And then we'll make the thing. And then you'll get the thing. You'll get the thing you pay for. And it'll be great.
Got a message, it's getting warm. I figure this would be like the safest route to go, through the forest instead of the city.
You'd think so, right?
Until they pop out of the trees.
Yeah, I've actually never been here, so just as a heads up. I explored some of this map before, but I have never. Oh, what is this?
AJ, I don't know what you mean by "we're alive" Isekai World Gino, but it sounds like a bad time for me specifically. There are lots of fictional worlds that people wish they could be in. We're Alive is not one of them. We're Alive is not one of those worlds you go, ah, man, what a wonderful place. I wish I could be living in the world of We're Alive.
You can be in a pseudo world with our Minecraft level.
Yes. But when you pass away in the game, you do not pass away in real life.
Uh-oh. Gino?
Yes?
There's a bad sign up here.
That is a bad sign.
Literally a bad sign.
Oh, look at all the TNT.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
there's
boy.
a chest hidden
Careful
down
where
there,
you
too.
walk.
Ryan's machete. Ryan's signature
Ooh,
weapon.
you get a machete? That's cool. I have the Valencia Mountaining Club up here. Uh-oh. Whenever I hear a click, I think something bad's happened. Okay, what's this? Oh, I got some more berries. I got some Intella water. Okay. I'll take that. I'll get rid of my carrot.
Intella water.
I think it raises your intelligence.
We are live, Ben. We're so live. We are incredibly alive. And we will be even more alive if you sign up for the Kickstarter pre-sign up and spread the word.
Yeah.
Once We're Alive ends, I'd vanish from existence.
Well, because then we'll be working on the project and literally we will be kind of vanished from existence. Okay.
Oh, yes, that too.
There's a house over here. What is this? Is this like a lookout point?
Do you know where you're going, Casey?
No. Well, I know I'm heading in the general direction. So apparently this is the welcome to mountain.
Oh.
Antithesis or something like that.
We've summited a mountain.
And then over here, it looks like... I don't want to get stuck in that snow that, like, traps you. Hopefully there is none up here.
Also, just as a clarification, the pre-signups are just that, pre-signups. You will join a mailing list, and you will be notified the second the campaign goes live. So you're not committing to anything yet. So don't worry about that. Hopefully what will happen is, once that email list goes out, people who have pre-signed up, who are still able to, will, at that point, back the campaign and potentially get access to some early bird discounts, although you didn't hear that from me.
Oh, I did. I saw a sheep.
A sheep.
There is a sheep up
We're
here.
saved. That's the goal. That's how we are alive.
And there's another horse up here, but we don't have any saddles, so bummer on that one. Okay, so now we need to make our way down the hill. I'm sorry. Traverse carefully. Okay, oh, there's trees here.
Someone's commented that they swear 7 days to die use some of We're Alive zombie sounds.
You know, it's funny. I hear the clickers also from, whatchamacallit, from Last of Us. And, like, that's kind of how we do some of our zombie stuff. I think it's just, in general, what you can do with a voice. And it's limited sometimes.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do as an actor. And then it becomes, what can you do with processing? But really, what matters the most is, how can you use it to enhance the story? Because you can have the best zombie sounds in the world, but if your story isn't up to snuff, then who cares?
Ah! I fell off a wall. I'm gonna just start going. All right. Oh, we got a parking lot.
This seems familiar. Oh, goodbye. Thank you. Big sign that says goodbye.
Ooh, we're getting closer.
Is that the tower?
It's in here somewhere. We're getting close to the coordinates. Oh. Sneaky, sneaky.
Ah, zombie spawners.
So that's where the zombies come from.
Ah.
I mean, I probably should just leave them just because it makes the game fun, but they won't spawn during the day, apparently.
We can reset this world, too.
Oh, yeah, we probably will.
For those asking about Angel of Death stuff, I can't speak, and I'm not Casey, on anything of that sort, but we are getting, perhaps, some more family lore in upcoming seasons, if we get to them, so stay tuned.
Oh, Gino, I think I see it.
You see the tower?
I think the place that I imagined the tower, or what it looked like. It was one of these two here. Let's see. Is it that one? Or is it this one?
City of the Gods.
Yeah, welcome to the city.
I don't know if you got that achievement.
I did too, yeah. Okay, is this,
This is it. Los Angeles. California.
Okay, it's not this one. It's one of these.
How can you tell?
Because I already scoped it out. Oh, it's over here, I think. Oh man, this is... Los Angeles has really been hit hard. I think it's this one right here. Let's see. I'll know from the lobby. Yep, this is it.
This is it. This is the tower.
Welcome to the
Yay!
tower.
We did it.
This is where everyone
Michael's
can live.
in here somewhere.
Michael's hiding.
We trapped Jim Gleason inside of Minecraft.
Uh-oh.
He's been here for 3 months.
Something is alive here, by the way. Or sort of alive. I don't know about you, but I'm going to come up here and then we can pick out a room. How'd you get up here so quickly?
Potion of strength, potion of swiftness.
Oh,
Cool
there's
potions
another.
in here.
Oh, yeah.
If you'd like some potions, Casey. I've already got some potions.
I'll take that one.
Hey, gardening supplies for that roof garden.
Oh, I wanted to keep this. Give me that back. All right, there's the stairs. Now I warn you, some of these stairs are broken.
Ah.
Well, not broken, but like. So then here's the apartment building. So like people who are in the game can have their own little apartment. Comes free with little things.
You know, I do wonder, out of the fandom, if you could, you know, make a poll or something. How many would be tower survivors versus how many would be eager maulers ready to blow it up?
Yeah, I have a feeling that might end up happening eventually in this. And you know what?
We did just pass a lot of TNT, so...
Yeah, you know where that's at now. We got some name tags. If we really want to name things.
Oh, there's a way up. If you break through the stairwell, you can continue up to higher floors.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's... And there are some... oh, yep, I got the part where the stairs are broken. So you need a stack of stone to fix them. Let's see here. I'm almost out of stone.
Whoa!
Yep. I fixed it now.
It would be an interesting project to see people try to restore this build into.
Oh yeah, no, I kind of almost started to.
Whoops!
Did you fall?
I found what appears to be some kind of fire exit.
Oh.
And I'm doing terribly.
You may want to touch a bed when you come back. So that way you can...
We'll be fine. They can't get us in here. We're in the tower.
Have you listened? I can't... Actually, I'm having a hard time finding a bed now.
Oh, jeez.
There. Oh. Well, I touched it, so...
We're not building the tower. We have found a tower that resembles the tower, if that makes sense.
And look, we have an amusement park in our window.
Nice.
And there is an elevator that's out of order. Just like ours. Okay. Yep.
I've made it to the roof.
Oh, you did? Oh, did you scale
There's a
it?
helicopter up here. I climbed up the fire exit, the fire escape. Ooh, a combat vest.
Yeah, I think that was, I think I modeled that. Well, not modeled that, but I imagine that would be like Kalani's or Pegs. When I saw that, I was like, ooh, that's cool.
Is there a penthouse? Do we get Bill's penthouse?
You know what? Actually, I think it's one floor shy. So we could technically make one. We also probably want to, like, make an actual, like, working Minecraft elevator. Which is essentially when you put, what is it? Soul sand underneath water.
Sorry, AJ, I have to break the glass to get through. I'll smelt some more at some point. I'll replace it. Nunya asked about... Oh, no. Nunya's saying... Yeah, Nunya's for the tower. Wish list is a mauler.
Oh, we're missing a wall. Yeah, this building will need some repairs. It needs some players. I still haven't made it to the roof yet. I'm just lighting up the path. Trying to get there. Glad I brought some torches.
Let's see.
Is it a right here or is it through here?
Casey, Vs4 asked what your opinions on larger casts versus smaller casts for your productions.
I mean, we have a gigantic cast as it is right now, but I enjoy those smaller casts. One of the things about, like, Scout's Honor that's coming out soon is it's a very small cast of characters. And it's a lot more fun because you get to spend more time with the characters. There's an intimacy that you get to have with them. And so I've always enjoyed that. It's also, especially for audio drama especially, when you have a very large cast, it's hard for an audience to focus on who's talking sometimes. And so that can be a little tricky. You always want to, like, you know, it is nice to have a large cast, but also It could be problematic. Hey, there we go. We made it to the roof.
Did you plan to have a cast this large when you started, or did it kind of just happen?
I actually reduced it. It was larger to begin with, and then I realized that wasn't a good idea. It was just too many people, too many voices, and also casting all these people, and we only had so much pizza. For those of you who don't know, we paid the actors the pizza in the very beginning. That's where we started.
We can't get away with that now, which is why
No.
we need a Kickstarter. But also, we want to pay our actors. It's important to pay your actors. They're working. They're providing a service. They're very talented people. So they need proper compensation, which is why making audio dramas can get expensive, because you want to properly compensate the people who are working.
All right, Gino, I think we should touch a bed and then go down to the floor and just try and... We die, it's over. Oh, did you go to sleep?
I'm in a bed. You told me to...
Oh, no. Oh, untouch the bed.
Oh.
Oh, no. It's daytime.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
That's okay. God, can you set it to night?
How do I do that?
You may have to Google the command. It's like set time, day, and then night.
It used to be time set, but I can't...
It still might be.
If you just like / time set night, that should do it.
All right, so we'll go down to the bottom floor and...
Technology comments about...
Oh, yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
Okay.
As an audio drama, this was the best way for your blind listeners to get involved, because we don't have to worry about the show being ducked for audio description.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a big thing for me, is the accessibility of this show. Which is why, actually, I want to do more caption stuff. Because sometimes it's for people who can't hear exactly what's being said. Or you're like, wait, what did they say? Because I actually, weirdly enough, I like to watch everything with captions on.
I also like watching things with captions.
It's like, so don't you...
I feel like I can catch every detail that way.
Also, like, it's an interesting part, too, because Augie is learning to read. And so being able to see what's being said helps him understand it.
Someone asked, who is the first person you casted, like, ever?
I think it was Bert. But it was interestingly enough, I didn't know what character Marv was going to play.
You were just like, he's going to be in the show.
Because he was from my unit in Iraq. And well, actually, he was my unit in LA. And I knew him from before, and I always knew I wanted to have him in something. And so it was like, he's the perfect voice for this, and just I knew he'd have a lot of fun with it. And I think I early on told him that I was going to cast him in something. All right, Gino, you ready? Ready for this?
What am I ready for?
We go until we die.
Oh, all right. Where are we going?
I don't know.
They're stacked up. Yeah, I'll let you deal with all
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is a proper
self-defense steroids. This...
I don't think I'm gonna last very long.
Nope. I'm down to the 2 hearts. Get inside the building. Make a choke point.
That's it. That's it for me.
That was me too. Oh, and there you have it, everybody. That's our Minecraft server. It'll be a lot of fun. As you can see, it gets really difficult at night. And we may actually throw in some things to have a little spawn rate during the day, a little bit less. But it's a really cool server. Can you throw me an elytra and some rockets? I'm gonna show everyone the world. Oh, just put me in spectator mode. Sorry.
How do I do that?
So go to the command, and I think maybe hit the up key. Keep hitting the up key because you can repeat your commands. So keep going. I think I have spectator mode in here somewhere. No, okay, you might have to Google it. So if you put me in spectator mode and set it to the day, I will show people around this world because it's really huge. Like this is
Abaddon's asking if Descendants Part 2 will be the finale. No, hopefully we will be
3.
funding 3 seasons of Descendants. So 2 after the one that just came out. And also Scout's Honor, which we're not funding with a Kickstarter, but we are going to time the release of Scout's Honor with the completion of the initial funding goal of the Descendants Kickstarter, the end of We're Alive.
And once I get done showing off this world, we'll show the trailer for Scout's Honor one more time before we wrap it up and call it a day. Okay, so, yep. I am now a spectator mode. Can you put time of day to day so I can show off a little bit? So this map is massive. And actually, there's areas of the map that you can't go. Woo! There we go.
This is so... I feel so powerful.
It's really cool. Like, you can just do all these... I think this is where we started out. So I shouldn't go in that direction.
Did you still want fireworks?
Oh, no, I don't need it.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is where we came... Yeah, this is where we came down. There's... Oh, we went past the arcades, you know. We went through the music park. And then this city is huge. So if you are hiding somewhere in the city, making some sort of civilization, you have a lot of options to go with. And there are dark places. Oh, yeah. Here's the tunnel. And it just keeps going. We're on the highway now. There are some buildings over here. I don't even know what half this is. There's an airport around here somewhere too. Oh, I think this is the airport. Yep, this is the airport. Just look how massive this is.
Wow.
I mean, we did not make this map, but we installed it on the server to be able to use. Some stuff doesn't work, but like the detail of this is incredible.
That's amazing.
Like, we could do this, or we can start with a fresh Minecraft world. But I thought that this would be kind of fun.
This would be fun for just an initial sort of run around and fight zombies and have a bad time.
Because it does. I mean, as we get more and more people, we haven't server tested to see what the load is of how much, how many people can be on at the same time. We did slightly upgrade the server a little bit. Oh, look at this. A crashed plane. And the fire truck that's putting it out. And it's smoking. That's cool. Well, not cool, but a neat design. But it just keeps...
I like how you can see your little guy in the corner.
He's running. I did find some hidden stuff on the map that I'm not going to reveal, because you can actually go under the world.
Whoa.
And see where some hidden things are. But the interesting part too is also, like, it still has some of the base Minecraft stuff. So if you have somebody who's like really wants to go down here and go through the tunnels, and like they
But the super zombies will still spawn down here.
Yep, they will still spawn down here. So if you really want to go through this this mass, you still can. But there's some really cool, like, hidden stuff in the map.
We won't be redesigning any of the zombies in Minecraft just because we don't have the capacity for that. But if there's a location that you're missing, feel free to join and build it when the server becomes available to those who back our campaign.
I'm sure there's a mall that somebody could take over and make the maulers.
Probably, yeah.
We're gonna what does this say? Emergency dish relay protocol above. What's this? Lots of little Easter eggs for things. Oh, what is that? Oh, the Shrine of Potat. What?
It's probably a reference to a player or maybe a YouTuber.
Yeah, probably.
Or a creator.
There's a lot of little Easter eggs inside of here. So this will be a lot of fun. We will be playing on the server on launch day for sure, and then potentially on future dates too, and also trying to make some little events inside of here. Like, there's some rules you can change to make this like a true survival, where say for instance we actually do turn on hardcore mode where you have one life to live, and we have like an event and see who's the last person standing. So we could do this Hunger Games style. So there's a lot of fun that could happen with this. And personally, I actually really love playing Minecraft. So, I mean, it's something that we can all do together. Oh, this is the desert. Look at that tank. So you come out to the desert. The desert is actually where you can overheat. And it gets hotter because I'm in spectator mode. The deserted city. So I've been traveling in this map forever. Can you imagine just living out here?
It's huge.
And then no one can ever find you? I mean, just to get the tower alone, what I'm thinking about doing is putting the spawn point for the tower.
Ah, that's smart.
That way everyone like starts there.
That might give us the tower spawn protection, so you might need to turn that off.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I think, oh, I am in spectator mode, but I'm going to get a heat stroke. I guess you can die in spectator mode.
Wow.
This game's brutal. There's more towers out here, too. Look at this. Doo-doo. Even more. And then what? Oh, it's a crane. Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
All right. I'm getting out of this now. So I'll probably end up spawning out here next time I join in, but that's all right. We'll reset the server.
Well, thank you so much to everyone who's joined us on the live stream, and thank you to everyone who's already pre-signed up for our Kickstarter. We're really excited to get these last 2 seasons of Descendants made.
Yeah. You mind switching us over, Gino, so I can... There we go. Cool. I wanted to turn off the screen, and if I do that, then people will be like, wait, what? What's happening? It went all black. But, so thank you, everybody, for joining us. This has really been a lot of fun. We're really looking forward to bringing you Descendants seasons 2 and 3. It's going to be a lot of work, but I think with your help, we can get it done, and we can bring this to a close. That is going to be a lot of yeah.
A lot of pieces coming together finally.
Yeah, it'll be good. So thank you very much for hanging with us and potentially playing with us and backing us. We're gonna play the trailer one last time before we go. And should we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So Scouts Honor, you support us, you back us. We're gonna be releasing this during the campaign, or start the release, and then all 8 chapters will follow. So here we go.
Wayland Productions presents
The last ferry to Catalina will be leaving in 10 minutes.
First time?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a big summer for you.
Just think of it as a rite of passage.
Scouts, venture home!
Something's going on in Avalon. It's not just a drill. You need to get everyone ready.
Do you hear that?
Everyone, move!
Get out of the way! It's an outbreak. The sick are attacking.
Please, run!
He did what he had to do. We're doing what we have to do now. What we really need is to get off this island.
Scout rule number 10. Never leave a scout behind.
We're going to head in straight for us. Go, 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 come on! Ah! Camp was supposed to be fun!
We're Alive. Scouts Honor. Coming soon to all podcast channels.